Hello? Oh my... Hello? Oh my gosh, that mic is loud. I need to turn that down. Oh my gosh, that mic is loud. Okay, here, let's turn it down a little. See how that sounds. I'm getting used to the new setup here, guys. I actually have a full setup. I'm using my fiance's PC, so... Yes! Is it too loud? I need to know. Oh my. Someday I will be in my prime. Right now I'm not in my prime. Gonna get what? Wait. What does that word mean? I have never heard of that word before. Do I need to Google? Oh, okay. Means getting married. Oh, I've never heard of that before. Yes, I am getting married. I am recently engaged. Got engaged on the 16th of last month. So yes. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so I have a webcam set up. I don't know how it's gonna work. We will see. Hold on. What is the shortcut I put it on? Oh, okay. Alright. Hi, everybody. And actually, thank you. An actually full setup here. As you can see, I have some Sonic stuff back there. I have the movie 3 poster. Here's my fiance's manga because, of course, I was not going to marry a not nerd. There's my Sonic pillow pet. Thanks for the congrats, guys. Yeah. So, I finally got it going. Thankfully. We'll see. We will see where this takes me. I don't know. I wanted to start streaming this year. And thankfully I can. Because my fiance's PC had an issue. And I stopped working on him. Before we started dating and stuff. Before we were together, and then I guess he needed a new, what was it? RAM? He needed RAM. I know nothing about PCs, guys. I should know, but I don't know. So he needed, like, new RAM, because I guess his old RAM was, like, ass. So, yeah. So, yeah. So that situation got figured out. And here I am. What I plan on doing... Oh, people who donated to the coffee, by the way... that stuff was contributed into this, so don't worry. It was all there. And we got it going. There we go. What was I gonna say? Well, I did promise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stream, like, some Sonic games now that I have this going. And, I did a vote on my posts. And a lot of people wanted Sonic CD, and somebody also said that I should go, like, in order, like chronologically. So I guess I will do that, and I guess we'll start with CD. I think I need to get like the Sonic Origins? I think that's what I need to get. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I'm not allowed to say that word, am I? That's like technically illegal activity, isn't it? The E word when you E-word a game. I don't know. I guess it is. Somebody told me that the other day when I was streaming once. So, we will start with CD. I've never played CD before. I've never played Sonic CD, so we'll see how that goes. There's a lot of Sonic games that I haven't played. I haven't played Rush, and I haven't played Riders, so that will be an interesting experience. I don't think I've even done a full gameplay of Sonic 06, even though I love the story of 06. I mean, you can call me an imposter or poser when it comes to 06, that's fine, but I need to play the game, actually. Like, all the way through. So, we'll see. Hello, everybody. Oh, 6 is definitely experience. Yeah, I know. I've heard. I remember playing it a little bit when I was younger, and I remember like watching my brother play it on like the Xbox 360. And yeah. So I do remember how painful that was. So we'll see. I don't know if I would do P06. I think I would try raw dogging regular 06, which is probably going to give me a migraine. But I want to for the experience. So we'll see. I need to compile a list of the games that I haven't played. I played SA1, I played SA2. I have played Generations, of course. I played Shadow Generations, duh, because why wouldn't I? I have played Sonic Free Riders, but I don't even... That doesn't matter. I would play that shit religiously as a kid. I used to play the multiplayer with my brother all the time. Silver could literally just hold the other person in place the entire time. Oh, there's a multiplayer? In 06? Really? I didn't even know that. That's crazy. Your title, Sonic 06's story needed a better game, is something I thought for years and wasn't verbalized till I saw that video title. Ambitious, but needed more time. Yeah, and then, of course, duh, there's, like, definitely flaws with the story. Like, I'd be a silly goober if I didn't acknowledge that. I think I acknowledge that a lot, especially with the time travel stuff. So, I don't know. I do like it, though. I did not know there... Unless... No, you're probably talking about 06. With Sonic games, they have, like, multiplayer for, like, certain games, and then it's just, like, silly, goofy shit. I think after CD, I might play Rush. No, because... No, I don't... No, yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm indecisive. No, because I have played Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, and then Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And yeah, that's why I want to do Sonic CD, because I haven't played Sonic CD. I had the Sonic Mega Collection. When I was younger, I didn't have the Gems Collection, so I missed a lot of shit when it came to that. Like Sonic the Fighters and stuff too. Oh man, delving into that would be so weird. Kind of wish they brought back some of the multiplayer game modes. Yeah, I know in like, is it Secret Rings? Like they have like a party mode in Secret Rings. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I've never played that before. Speaking of which, I haven't played Sonic and the Black Knight. Or Sonic and the Secret Rings. There is stuff that I have not touched. I am not a fraud, I swear. Leave me alone. I'm not a fraud, and I have a whole Sonic channel. I don't think I need to prove anything. Have you tried the advanced games? No, I have not. So I need to do that. The Secret Rings party mode is very fun. Yeah? I've heard good things about that. Or like any Sonic game with mods. I haven't played any Sonic game with mods. No. I'm excited to do Riders, though. And like Zero Gravity. That would be fun. I do know when it like, I don't know. When it tends to like be games that some Sonic fans don't like, I tend to like those. So I know that like everybody's very divisive on CD. I don't know why that is. I guess I'll figure it out. Yeah. So that's gonna be fun to figure out. See why people aren't a fan of that thing. So we'll see. Now I can work on videos way better because my MacBook was taking a crash on me. I use CapCut as my video editing software, and I was using it on the MacBook, but like I don't know, that MacBook is like old, and I bought it with a stimulus check like back in like 2020 or something, 2019, 2020, and that thing is like hanging on for dear life. So now I can actually edit better, and I won't lose my fucking patience every time. Have you ever played the Boom games? No. No. No, I have not. That will be fun. I wonder if I get to that last, though. I wonder if that would, like, be last on the list. Yeah, speaking of the advanced games, yes, I do want to play those. That would be nice. I've heard good things about the advanced games, too. So, we will see. I don't know completely how to go about getting those games. That is something I'm gonna have to look up. Pretty sure, I don't know. I'd have to look at it. Hopefully by the time you get to Advance 2, the decomp is released. If you're looking for a real hidden gem, try Sonic Chronicles. Oh my gosh, dude. I could. Like, hell, why not? Why not? It might be fun. Just, isn't it like, it's a team building game, right? So you, like, do you level up the characters, like, in your gang? Because, like, I've seen some videos of people talking about it. I don't know. I remember seeing that thing, yeah, it's an RPG. Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing that thing in stores when I was younger, and I remember seeing Sonic Rush as well. And I remember seeing, like, Sonic Chronicles in, like, the DS section in Walmart. I never had a Nintendo DS. We were, like, an Xbox family, like, all that stuff, like Microsoft. So, I never had, like, a PlayStation either. My fiance has a PS5, and now I'm understanding the perfection of a PlayStation. Now I am. But yeah, I remember seeing it at the store, and I'm like, who is this character on here? And then I looked it up. I don't even know how I came across it. Maybe it's just because this was like, I was on the internet, like 2009, 2010. I was like that young, being on the family PC. I was thinking it was like 2010 or something. I don't know, when did Sonic Chronicles come out? Did it come out in like the 2000s, like 2008, 2009, like when Sonic X was in its prime? Right? I think you'd like the story. There's dialogue choices for every conversation. It's pretty... Oh yeah, I would definitely like that. They need to make another... That would be fun. Like another Sonic RPG. That would be cool. I've watched Alpharad's gameplay, and yeah, it's checked. Yeah, I know. I think I watched some of that video too. I owe getting into the franchise through Shadow the Hedgehog, the character in the game. Oh yeah. Yeah. That was one of the first Sonic games I ever played as a kid. Yeah, like I said, we had the Mega Collection, so I play like the Sonic games on the Mega Collection. And then I think my actual like individual game was Shadow 5. And yeah, same here. I didn't even know who Shadow was. I didn't even know about SA2 as a kid. I was like 6. And then it was at those like stores where like Blockbuster kind of, but do you remember like back in the day where they would have those like places where you could like rent video games and stuff like that, or like rent DVDs, and they were like everywhere in like every small town. So we had one of those, but we bought the game. My mom bought it for me because I was like, oh, that has to be a Sonic character. I was like, Mom, can I have this? She's like, yeah, whatever. And so she bought it for me, and then I played it, and then she hated it because the controls are so slippery, and I did not have the motor skills. Jeez, I couldn't think of the words. I didn't have the motor skills to like not fall off the map. And so he would just say that, damn, not here shit every time he fell off, and my mom hated it. She hated it so much. Late 2008, I think. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, so like, yeah, so everybody just liked Shade. Like everybody liked Shade. So I remember like seeing so many images of Shade on like Google Images back in the day. Before I got into Sonic, I thought Shadow was like a corrupt other dimension version of Sonic, and now, ironically, he's my favorite character. Yeah, that makes sense. That's cool. Call you Lyric the way you are is so corny. Yeah, I don't know. Touching the Boom games is gonna be interesting, because there's a DS... No, there's 2. There's like Fire and Ice, and then there's like 2 Boom DS games, right? Fire and Ice, and what's the other one? I don't know what the other one is. Huh. Well, I don't know. Maybe we will. Just for the funnies. Oh, Shattered Crystal and Fire and Ice. Okay. I guess we could. You plan on using the Knuckles hack in Boom Rise of Lyric? Is that the one where he literally flies? He's like jumping and he's just flying, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I think I've seen, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I watched Alpharad and his video with that. Infinite Jump Supreme. What did you guys think of the Chaotix case files? I didn't make any videos on that. I probably should. That's something I probably should have talked about. Well, when those things happen now, I'll be able to stream. So that will be good. I like that Infinite's back. I don't know about you. I don't know about you guys. I think it's in their, on the one, like, promotional video on Twitter. They had, like, a clip of Infinite. So, in my humble opinion, I think they have more planned for Infinite, which would be nice. Because with, like, I don't know, with, like, the cyberspace stuff and, like, Frontiers, I think, it's not even guaranteed that there's gonna be a Frontiers 2, right? I don't know, I'm just betting on Frontiers 2. Loved it, just a fun ride from start to end. Yeah, I agree. I just like anything with the Chaotix. Tangle and Whisper are canon and have voices, so 10 out of 10 for me. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that's like the best part. I think it's cool that some of the comic characters are allowed to like be in like official media like that. And it would be really nice if they eventually are like put in a mainline game. Cause like, yeah, part of the identity of Sonic is like the other characters too, like of course Sonic, but using a Wispin as Whisper would be really cool. And then, like, Tangle's, like, tail mechanics. That would be cool, too. Tangle with a skill tree would be sick. Not gonna lie, Infinite's still kind of boring to me, still even after case files. Motives are still kind of eh. I guess so. I guess. He's just kind of now, like, fuck everything, just fuck it all. Right? I don't know. Me personally, I think that's enough. Me personally, I think that's enough for a villain. He's just like, alright, I'm fucking it all up. I don't even care. I don't know. Yeah, maybe there could be more to it. I wonder if they would put him in another game. There would be more. Is the Phantom Ruby... Hold on. Is the Phantom Ruby, like, still a thing? I can't remember. I don't think it is. I find it strange how people like Infinite after that, even though he's the same character in Forces. It just prioritizes his nihilism over I'm not weak, which makes him more competitive. That's true. That's what I'm saying. I like that way better than what they were trying to do in Forces. So, Infinite's motives are just as simple as Sonic's not gonna like. Exactly. Exactly. In Sonic Mania, yeah, that's what I thought. Cause he goes back to, what do they even call it? It's just a... This is why it's so confusing. Classic Sonic is... Yes, no, Tails, yes. He's like, you're that Sonic from another dimension, aren't you? Okay, so Classic Sonic goes back to his dimension. But then the modern characters in some Twitter takeovers, I don't know if these are considered canon. I don't know. I always have considered them canon. But Amy, Knuckles, and Tails mention Mighty and Ray. So they know them from, like, past adventures. I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know. This is why I won't complain about Ian Flynn that much. Because at least he tries to get some cohesiveness going on up in here. At least he tries. Yeah. Oh, I haven't played Sonic Mania. I need to play Sonic Mania. That's sad. That's really sad, actually. Oh, man. The Phantom Ruby is in the classic part of the timeline, so Infinite can find it again if you wanted to, because they constantly retcon if it's a different timeline or dimension. Oh, okay. Whenever there's confusing dialogue in the English dub, I go to the Japanese, as that usually clears up what it meant. Oh. Yeah, that's something I probably need to start doing more. Some people say that after Generations, maybe modern Eggman gave classic Eggman a Phantom Ruby, and that's where Sonic Mania comes from. Okay. Ian also wrote the Sonic comics I grew up reading, satiated my fandom growing up. Yeah, he worked on Archie, didn't he? That's literally where he comes from. Would you be willing to make a In Defense of Chris Thorndike video like you did for Elise in your 06 video? Well, I do want to make a Sonic X video eventually in the future. I don't know when that will be, because I have to get to... Because I've already watched it, the 4Kids version. Duh. I've watched it religiously as a kid. But I probably need to watch it again before I make that video, but I haven't watched the Japanese dub of it. So I've watched like the first 3 episodes. I need to watch the rest. So before I even get to that, I need to watch all of that. And I probably will defend Chris in my video. Hello, just got here. What we doing? Just talking. I kind of took today as like a test of like the stream, because I have never streamed on a PC before. So I had to set up like all my OBS stuff again. So that was fun. So I'm just testing it right now. Is the mic too loud? Does it need balanced? Because I can do that. A Sonic X video would be interesting. I think season 3 drops off towards the end for a few reasons. I know it, like, leaves on a cliffhanger. I know that. I remember seeing that as a kid, and I was like, seriously? Because, like, at the end, you just kind of assume that Shadow's, like, dead. Like, Shadow dies again. Shadow dies again at the end of Sonic X. But then Rouge talks to Eggman about it, and then he's like, and then she's like, he knows something. So it's like, okay, maybe Shadow's not dead. I don't even know what they were cooking up. I don't know what they were gonna plan. I don't know. Sonic X, Shadow the fucking Hedgehog dies 2 fucking times. That's literally what happens. Oh, the sub is a masterpiece. I highly recommend. He's such a good character. I know. Yeah, no. When it comes to, like, Sonic, I know his characterization is just peak in Sonic X. I do know that. I think they've nailed down that classic Sonic is just from the past and not another dimension. Sometimes you just got to ignore bad dialogue rather than make sense of it. That sucks. That sucks that we have to do that, but here we are. You know. Well, actually, you'll see once you watch in Japanese. Oh, it's different? Okay. Yeah, I haven't gotten that far, so... Since the last stream of yours that I watched, I asked out my childhood friend. We've been dating for a year, and I got her into Sonic and Shadow. Oh, congrats, dude! That's so nice. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Which Sonic character would you like to be pushed, akin to how Shadow was during the Year of Shadow? Amy. Like, either Amy or Silver, but I think Amy is going to get her chance next year. Hopefully they make it her year next year. Like, Amy and Metal Sonic, it's like they could share a year. I don't see why 2 characters... Well, I mean, probably the best thing they could do is make Amy and Metal share a year next year. For the movie. So... Yeah, Shadow seemingly dying again at the end of Season 3 didn't make me happy as a kid. Left me sad through the credits of Season 3's Japanese version at least showed he was alive. Oh, they did? It's okay. I haven't watched the Japanese dub of it fully. I do wonder if Silver did appear in Sonic X, how would they mess up his quills? Because Sonic and Shadow, but yeah, they are, aren't they? Yeah, like, Sonic looks like a fucked up, like, starfish sometimes. I haven't watched your Elise video yet, but honestly, Elise liking Sonic didn't strike me as much. I know everyone's concerned, but I grew up Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Looney Tunes. Yeah, I kind of talk about that in the video. I mean, I defend Elise a long time for a bit in there, but I do talk about other things. Like, I talk about Amy, and the one line that everybody criticizes Amy's character for in there. And then I talk about Silver and Blaze and stuff. There's, like, so much more I could have talked about with Sonic 06. It was really hard. That video is already so long. When I make Sonic videos, it's so hard because they're already so long. And it's like... And every time I'm like, oh, I make such long videos, I'm gonna dread editing them. And it's like, girl, you don't have to make long videos. You can literally make a short one. But I can't help but yap too much. So... Yeah, no... I kind of see it as, like, the POV from, like, Elise. It's like you're a young girl, and then this random, like, fairy-like dude just comes into your life and then just, like, saves you and then, like, teaches you, like, how to express yourself and stuff. Or, like, just be like, just learn to live, because you already can't live. So it's like, yeah, naturally, of course, she would have a crush on him. Or, like, start growing those kinds of affections for him. So, I don't know. Anyway. Elise is one of my favorite video game princesses. I'm 100% serious. Good, because she's a nice character. There was so much more they could do with her. Like, I saw this one thing that some people said on Twitter about they could have made her have a bit more of, like, a fiery attitude a little bit. Not necessarily a fiery attitude, but, like, a passive aggressiveness because she can't cry. So, like, she's more closed off than she already was in 06. Which could have been a little interesting. But, you know, it was rushed. They didn't really have time to really do that. We need a game with a big story with multiple cast screen time like 06 again. I agree. But I don't know if Sega is going to be comfortable doing something like that again for a while. Like, I don't know. Frontiers, kind of. But not as much as 06. They almost had it, man. It would have been. I don't know. They almost had it. Never understood the hate. I know. I mean, I don't know. It's just like it was like a build up to that thing. I don't know how to explain it. It's like Sonic's always been on like the cutting edge of like just completely as an IP just crashing and burning. I don't know. I don't know what that's all about. During the early 2010s and shit, especially after 06, I don't even know. It's like just the sheer mention of me saying that I like Sonic, there was like a stigma to it. Like, you got bullied so hard. I don't know. It's like, it's a little cute blue hedgehog dude. Like, what's the crime, bro? There's literally no crime. Oh my gosh, I'm a furry? Okay, whatever. I guess. I'm not. But, whatever. Okay. That's what they would say all the time at school. I don't know. But I also grew up in, like, a conservative small town, and you know how they are. So, I don't know. In The Loving Year of Amy and The Loathsome Year of Metal could work as a title. Tells you the fundamentals of it. That's true. That is true. That's gonna be interesting. I wonder if there'll be, like, foils in the movie. Wait. That could be cool. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like Sonic Colors is what ruined the franchise, not 06. You think? Really? Explain. I explain a bit more. I actually want to know why you say that. I wish Sonic had a comic series I could read that was adaptations of the games with no OCs and just expanded material. I know people call them OCs, but it's like, I mean, at the end of the day, every character was an OC at some point. Like, just look at Shadow. Like, literally, Shadow is like the definition of an OC. I know, like, do you get what I'm saying? It's like, oh my gosh, the dark counterpart, and he's black and red because he's so edgy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It works in the context of what it is, but you know, it's like somebody made, like, that's like taking Goku and then making a alternate version of him and making his color scheme like black and red. You know, I don't know. Anyway. Don't kill me for that. I don't watch Dragon Ball. I'm just saying. Everybody compares Sonic to Dragon Ball. Like, where's my Team Dark comics? Well, yes, that's why it's so disappointing with the Chasing Shadows thing that was going to happen, that comic, and it got canceled. It's like, and I guess the whole thing was that Sega did that shit. Like, they were the ones that canceled it, and it's like, why though? Like, I feel like majority of fans agree that they want, like, solo stories for these characters. So I don't know. I don't know what the complete reason was. Maybe somebody can tell me. Can't stand that game's plot writing and the fact it was so praised back then. Yeah? As a kid, I was so embarrassed to tell parents or friends that I was so into Sonic, I feel you. Yeah, I don't know why it was like that. My mom always supported my interests, so... We're out here getting masterpieces like 06, Unleashed, and Black Knight, and everyone's hating it because they don't get what Sonic's about, and then they praise the anti-Sonic story writing. Yeah, I do know, like, for the meta era, they were like, we need to be safe now. And we need to appeal to kids. So, I guess I understand what you're saying. Like, there's like a cool edge to Sonic that got lost during the meta era because they were trying to play it safe. They were trying to go full out with what they were doing with 06, and then it failed, and they're like, alright, turn it around. Turn it around, we're just going a whole 360, we're not dealing with that anymore. The word OC is a representation of the respect you have for a concept. True, I say OCs because the comics focus on them instead of the main cast, because legally they're not allowed to develop the cast too much in the comics. Okay, I guess I hear what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, and I think That's mostly because Sega. I don't think they really want Sega doesn't really want the writers of like the IDW comics like fleshing out character arcs of the already established characters, because for some reason they're so weird about that right now. Like the Metal Virus saga, kind of, but then a lot of those things just fell flat. And I understand as like a company, you want to keep integrity of your characters, but sometimes I just feel like it's a bit too much. Because like you want them to have other forms of media and you want them to have other stories, but then you don't allow those stories to happen. You know, I don't know. Attitude has changed the Sonic colors so much recently. It used to be praised, now it's seen as the problem child. Yeah, really? I don't know. I guess I haven't seen, because where I see my Sonic discussion is on Twitter, which is probably the worst place ever. But that's where everybody is. I mean, on my, like, just regular Instagram or something, I'll just, like, scroll, and sometimes I'll get Sonic stuff. And yeah, it's interesting to see how the common, like, agreements change between social media apps. Cause, what was I gonna say? Cause, I don't know who is that one guy that was being flamed on the internet recently for not knowing who Mighty is? And like everybody on Instagram was defending him. And me being the Sonic fan I am, I'm like, he said he kept, I don't know who this is. I don't remember his name, but he said he's kept up with Sonic his whole entire life, but he doesn't know who Mighty is. And so me personally, I was like, how? I'm like, how do you not know who Mighty is? He's in Sonic Mania. And there's been like official like Twitter posts of Mighty. There's like official like art that has come out, like the calendar, Sonic calendar art of Mighty. And it's Knuckles Chaotix and stuff. I mean, if you've been keeping up with Sonic your whole life, I would think you would have Googled stuff as a kid and then you would figure out who these characters are. I don't know. I thought that was funny. I don't know. I brought that up. Why did I bring that up? I forget. Oh, yeah, because on Twitter, you get flamed for something like that. But on, like, Instagram, if you upload it there, they're like, oh, whatever, Mighty's an obscure character anyway. And I'm like, what? What are you guys talking about? Mighty? An obscure character? You know who's an obscure character? The one, like, pixie girl from, Sonic Shuffle. That's an obscure character. Mighty? No. Mighty is more popular than Cosmo, and Sonic X is, like, one of the main Sonic, like, cartoons. I don't know. It was very interesting. Yeah, Mighty debuted in Sonic Triple Trouble, too. Yeah, and, like, I don't blame people for not knowing that game, but Sonic Mania, guys, like, come on. Like, how do we not know who Mighty is? Anyway. I kind of honestly don't want IDW to connect to the games any further than multiplayer skins, because it feels like different creative heads. I do understand what you're saying. I think I just like Tangle and Whisper as characters, and I just think it would be cool gameplay-wise. I don't know how they would adapt them into a story in a mainline game, and I think that's probably where the struggle is, mostly with Sega deciding that. Them being in Crossworlds is actually really good, though. Because you can add so many characters there. I do think that makes sense. Chasing Shadows was canceled due to IDW internally was having changes in company structure and didn't have enough time to make it. Well, that sucks. That really sucks. My dad has more respect, someone being an adult Thomas the Tank Engine fan than being an adult Sonic the Hedgehog fan. He does just not get it. Yeah, well, that's how older people I mean, it's like back in the day, yeah, when you couldn't like things that were deemed like kid interests. But a lot of us who are Sonic fans, we've liked Sonic since we were a child, and then we just grew up and now we're adult fans. That's really normal for anything. I don't think that, you know, back in the day, that's like demonized. Like, especially like the boomer generation or like Gen X. It's like, no, you gotta grow up. You gotta be miserable, work your 9 to 5, sacrifice your physical body and your mental health. No, you're not allowed to, Yet they have like a full room just full of like trains, like model trains and train tracks. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Nowadays it's more normalized thanks to the internet. I remember back in the day when if you liked anime, you were a fucking weirdo. And now now it's so normalized. I remember back, I was a K-pop fan when it was in the trenches. I was a K-pop fan during the third generation, coming into the third generation of K-pop, like in 2015. And every time I said something about a K-pop group, everybody was like, you're weird. You're weird. And now K-pop is so mainstream. It's like, I don't know. And now with Sonic, and now there's like, I hate the word LARPing. They have ruined the word LARPing. It is live action roleplay. LARPing does not mean poser. I am sick of it. Ugh, making me so mad. No, posers. There are posers for Sonic now. What the fuck? Why are you posing as a Sonic fan? When has it become so normalized that people are like, oh yeah, I'm a Sonic fan. Okay, do you know who Mighty the Armadillo is? No. Sorry. Sorry, I don't know. It's like, are you, it's not a flex to be a Sonic fan. We are not cool, brother. We are not cool. We are not the cool kids. We never were, and we never will be, okay? I think Sonic is cool as fuck. I mean, I think we're cool, but to the general public, we are not fucking cool. You don't want to be us. So, anyway. We probably need to re-separate Game Sonic and Comic Sonic. I love it when Sega doesn't pay attention to the comics. We get cooler series. I don't know. It's a really hard discussion. Especially with the way just the comics are handled now. I don't know. And then I know there was probably criticism with like how Archie was handled back in the day too. I don't know. But the good thing about the Archie comics is that Sega let them explore stuff. I don't think they let these comic writers explore enough things. I think they restrict them way too much. Way too much. Cosmo is one of the best Sonic characters, though. She is. She really is. She really is. I feel like it would be harder to retcon the IDW characters than they did with Archie, since they actively talked about the characters in-game. Yeah. That's true. Being a Sonic fan is fate I wouldn't wish on my horse. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just love Sonic. It's one of those things where you don't latch on to something on purpose. It just happens. Like you're a kid and you just latch on to something. You're like, oh, this is going to stay with me for the rest of my life. Like I'm 24 and that guy's right there in my bed. So yeah, anyway. I don't consider the comics or IDW game canon despite what they say. I hear you, but I think we're gonna have to accept that it is. And that's what they want for the characters. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I don't. I do think it's a little silly when people say it's not when it's pretty confirmed. I mean, hey, you like what you like. You like what you like. I know. I think the thing with any IP that you have or any IP that you like, the decisions that the officials make, you're not going to approve of all of them. It's like nothing can be perfect, sadly. I don't like the way that they are handling Shadow's... Like, I hate the way that they handle Shadow's character in IDW. Like, hate. I actually, despise it with my whole being. Like, I don't know why they choose to make him that way. And, in Crossworlds, it's really weird, too, because we had such good characterization in, Shadow Gens, and then all of a sudden in Crossworlds, he's just back to being, a fucking dickhead. I don't know. See, I have my issues, too. I hate the way that they're handling, Sonic and Shadow's dynamic recently. It's like, oh, Shadow's just annoyed every time Sonic, somehow enters his peripheral vision. It's like, that's not how Shadow is. Shadow has a mutual respect with Sonic. He doesn't, like, hate his fucking guts that badly. If Shadow hates anybody's fucking guts, it should be Eggman and Black Doom. That's who it should be. He should be the way he acts to Sonic nowadays, he should be acting that way to Eggman. In my personal humble opinion. Whatever. If anything, Tangle and Whisper existing in the games just means they have a version that exists in the games. That's true. You should make a video recommending Archie Sonic arcs. I've been trying to find a recommendation for a good arc that has Team Dark and I can't find shit. Well, I don't know either. I would have to read all the Archie comics. And that would be a long task. Same with Sally and Spinball. That's not the same Sally as Sad AM or Archie. That's, yeah, I know she, like, appears in, but they don't talk at all, right? Okay. Sally, Bunny Rabbit, Antoine. What's that guy's name? I always forget his name. What's his name? The, a walrus guy. I always forget his name. I can't remember right now. Like, yeah, I would have expected Shao to be yelling at Sonic for getting infected and not getting infected himself, and I do. Exactly. Shadow doesn't act like that. Shadow is not that stupid. He wouldn't do shit like that. I guess maybe he was under the assumption because he can't be affected by, like, illnesses and stuff. He was like, oh, I won't get affected by it. But Shadow is not that fucking dumb. I don't know. It's like, it's a zombie outbreak. Like, the concept of zombies, I don't think... Shadow would be the one person that would be one of the last men standing. That's how he would be. He wouldn't be so careless. I don't know. That's not my Shadow. I don't know about you guys. That's not my Shadow. I did not know my favorite piece of Sonic media ever was going to be the Sonic OVA until I watched it, like, last week. Well, one of the best. Yes. Oh my gosh. I would watch that thing religiously on YouTube when I was younger. I loved the OVA film. Yeah. That thing's the best. I think I watched it again recently. I did. I just think it's so funny how there's just a random cat girl. What's her name? Sarah? Right? It's just a random cat girl, and then Eggman wants to marry her? I'm like, oh my gosh, they made my boy Eggman a creep. Why'd they do that? Like, what are they doing to him? Isn't Eggman, like, a feminist? Which game manual is the one where it literally says Eggman is a feminist? Is that, like, Essay 1? I think it is. Or is that one of, like, classic games? I need to look that up or something. I just found a popcorn kernel at the bottom of my can of root. Dude, what are you doing? Backwashing kernels? OVA Eggman is cursed for that. Literally. That's what I'm saying. IDW Metal Virus Shadow does match how he was characterized then in the franchise. Luckily, it seems Sega sent IDW new notes in his character after Shadow Gens. Yeah, maybe. I do know the one, I don't know. I just see panels of it on Twitter. But the one recent panels with him and Rouge, and he, like, saves her, and then Rouge is, like, shocked, and she's like, oh, Shadow, you saved me. It's like, yeah, duh. I don't know how many times he has saved you. He saved you, like, so many times. I don't know, that's a little silly that she would be surprised by that. It wasn't my kernel. I had opened and drank it all the way, and there was one at the bottom somehow. That's weird. That's actually really weird. Are you sure that's popcorn kernel? Any predictions for the new Blaze and Silver comic? They're getting what? Huh? They're getting a comic? I was planning on writing a fanfic about Team Dark where they never stop working for Gun and had to tackle mysteries while occasionally visiting chaotics for leads, and when I posted on Reddit, they just told me Team Dark doesn't work for Gun. Thinking I was asking a question. I was asking if an artist wanted to work with me on a fake. Oh, Sonic fans. That is so silly. There's a lot of people who are against, like, the concept of, like, Team Dark working for Gun. Why not? I mean, why not, though? I think I mentioned that in my Shadow video about it's like, well, Shadow, like, can keep tabs on Gun, and that's why he works in the system. I don't know. There's a lot of people that don't like it. I'm kind of just like, why not? It's not like Shadow will take orders from them all the time. I don't know. It was a Japanese Sonic X website that listed him as a feminist, which was then used in the Sonic Heroes manual. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. I see. That's so funny. That is so funny. Also, Sonic and... Sorry, Silver and Blaze comic? It's IDW, yeah, duh. Huh? Where? Who said that? Because I'm curious now. What? I can't find anything. I need to look it up on Twitter. I think the biggest issue with Sonic discourse, especially the comics, they see panels and don't read the full comic for context. Yeah. I think the way that I got I understood like IDW and what the story was about is I watched the Adrenaline dubs of the comics. And those actually help you a lot with like understanding some of the story. I wish they had more for like the other issues, but they don't. They have it for the Metal Virus, which actually really adds to the story when you can hear like some voice acting and stuff. I think the concept of Towers wanting to redeem himself and Shadow being the I do things my way but I'll play along would work nice, like totally spies and yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm confused on why he works for Gun, but what you said makes sense. But other than that, I'm like, why would you work for the organization that killed your boss? That makes sense. I think it's because the organization back then is not how it is now. It's, like, way different from how it was 50 years ago. But I do understand what you're saying. It does make sense. I can understand people's argument for why they say Shadow shouldn't. I think I just prefer that he does, because it's a calculated thing. You know what I'm saying? Have you seen the covers they released? No, I didn't even know this was a thing. Do you know what it's going to be called? I'm confused. It's IDW, right? IDW is doing a Road to 100. Basically a bunch of smaller 3-issue arcs leading to 100. Silver and Blaze are gain an arc. I did not know that. I'm gonna have to look that up. If you want to read Archie IDW, just find Grabber Zone. What is that? That and Sonic X idea of, like, Gun used to be corrupt but not anymore is the only suitable Gun explanation for why Gun still even exists and helps explain Shadow work. Yeah, exactly. The Silver and Blaze IDW is specifically issue 83. What? Wait, what? Is Gun functioning in modern Sonic, or did Eggman, like, permanently destroy it after Forces? I think it still is. Because of Shadow Gens. With No, just kidding. I take it back. Shadow... Sonic Forces was after Shadow's story in the Sonic Generation timeline. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just being a silly Billy. I don't know. Is Gun still a thing? I don't know. 89. Oh, okay. Gun is rebuilding right now. Oh, right. Victoria works with Gun. Oh, yeah. She was the one that recovered the journal. But still, that would put the timeline during the Sonic Generations timeline. We're way past that. Well, I don't know. It's something to think about, because in Sonic Frontiers, Gun is mentioned in the Eggman memos, you know? So maybe there's still a thing. I just think the idea of Team Dark having a target they need to find and Shadow swinging by the Chaotix desk to get info while Rouge chats with them and Omega T-poses in the background. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we need more like Team Dark and Team Chaotix interactions. Silver and Blaze seem to be doing a haunted house bit. It hasn't released just yet. Let me look this up. I need to see what this is. Silver. How many issues of IDW do we have? Two months ago, Silver and Blaze will have a 3-issue solo adventure. Oh. Really? Is that still happening? That was like months ago that they announced that, right? Silver and, I already read that. Oh, I'm very late, but hello, welcome. By the way, Grabber Zone is a website where you can read all the official Sonic comics and mangas like IDW. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. The fact Shadow Gens was made by Sonic Team's B team and Crossworlds was made by the A team, but it has better shadow writing worries me. Oh, really? That is a little worrying. Do we... So, how do they determine which games go to which team? Like, has that ever been explained? Oh, hello. Hello. Hi, guys. Hi, other people that are coming in here. Has that ever been explained? I don't know. It was the A team that worked on Frontiers, right? Like, duh. We'll just have to see, and I hope they have a Sonic Central in June, and if they do, I definitely will be streaming it. So we'll have to see. Maybe all the side games are the B team. Oh. That stuff is very confusing to me. I don't know how they do that shit. I played Shadow Gens in Japanese recently with the fan translation mod, and there's some moments that are actually better written. But the one downgrade was Mephiles doesn't say I want to exist. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I like that part. I like the whole Mephiles thing. I think I'm disappointed by... No hate to the voice actor. The voice direction of the Mephiles that we had in Shadow Gens, I feel like should have been a little different. He needs that kind of like deep voice thing going on. Just give Ian Fling full creative control. He has so many good ideas. I don't know about that. Like, no, okay. The full creative control. I'm not denying like his ideas. The full creative control, I don't know. I don't truly know what needs to happen. Well, there is one thing that I do think. That we need more women writers. Especially when it comes to the female characters in Sonic. Like, Amy specifically. I've like seen some stuff and heard some stuff, and I feel like most of you already know my opinion on Amy, and I'm a hardcore Amy defender. With Ian, I don't know if he necessarily should be writing Amy. That's kind of how I feel. With the stuff that I've seen and stuff. Just my personal opinion about how I think Amy should be written. I don't know if I really trust Ian Flynn with that. Hey, I like the guy and a lot of his other stuff, okay? I'm not... He's been very beneficial to this whole thing. But when it comes to Amy, I rather have, like, a female writer writing for Amy. But that's just me. I don't know. Get me on there, Sega. I volunteer as tribute. You can trust me. Let me write for Shadow and let me write for Amy. You know what? Just those two. And I will do good. I think. You don't even have to pay. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. I would like to be paid a little bit. But not that much. I mean, I don't know. I just want to do it. I'm doing it for the love of the game. That would be nice. The voice actor desperately needed a voice filter on top of his voice. Yeah, I agree. It did. Mephiles' fight was too short, to be honest. I get the whole point is that Shadow doesn't remember him, but I hoped he got a little bit of deja vu. Yeah. I think it's also, like... If they ever were to, like, talk about the events of 06, it wasn't... How do Silver and Blaze meet again after the events of 06? It's... The next time that they interact is in, like, Colors, right? And isn't there, like, dialogue of, like, Silver or Blaze or somebody saying that they feel familiar? Right? Am I wrong? I think I remember that. So it's like they feel a familiarity towards each other. So it's like the events were erased, but they still feel a sense of, like, something. So I'm wondering if, like, they ever were to, like, bring back Elise, if Sonic would be like... You feel familiar, you know? I don't know. Ian should not be writing Blaze either, in my opinion, especially not after Archie. Well, I don't know the crimes of that. Please tell me. Ian Flynn can't write women at all. Not gonna... I don't know about at all. I don't know about that. It's just specifically when it comes to Amy, I don't know about that. Yeah. Amy's lost her, like, she's lost her edge. You know, Sonic in some ways has lost his edge. Amy has lost her edge. And it's very disappointing. I've heard good things of Evan Stanley writing Amy on the topic of women. Yes, yes. That person, if we can get that person to write for Amy, yes, no. That agreed. So agreed. I thought this topic is divisive, but do you feel any particular way about Amy's interactions in Crossworlds? They gave my girl lobotomy. That's what I think. She would be talking shit. She wouldn't just be like, all right, now settle down. Let's keep it calm on the raceway. Bitch, the fuck? What happened to you? What are you talking about? Keep it calm. Back in the day, she would have been like, y'all are gonna eat my dust. Or I'm gonna pound you into a fucking pancake. That's what she would say. She wouldn't just be like, alright guys, let's settle down. Let's settle down, okay? No. People have to tell Amy to settle down. No, Amy doesn't tell other people to settle down. Amy has to be told to settle down. Whatever. That's my view on it. I guess people can't handle imperfect women anymore. No, I'm just kidding. A lot of people want Amy to have her spice back, so I think Silver and Blaze met again in Sonic Colors DS. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Is Amy's issues due to Ian or because Sega is pulling a Sega engine? It's Sega. It is Sega, but I've also heard stuff from Ian where he said something about, like, the crush on Sonic and stuff and this, like, will they, won't they dynamic, which it was never a will they, won't they thing. I think it's from one of, like, the Bumble cast episodes. I've seen it. He wanted to put an end to that, and I'm like, well, it was never a will they, won't they dynamic. It's literally a thing of Amy absolutely adores Sonic and has this big fat crush on him, but they're both adventurous and they don't tie each other down. So it's like, I don't know. Like, their dynamic was supposed to be playful. It's supposed to be like that. It's not actually something you take that serious. It's not like, oh my gosh, they will end up together someday. No, it's like, they aren't together presently, and I like that. And that's the fun in it. I don't know. So, I do think it's also Sega, by the way. Once you look at a lot of, like, official media, they're, like, trying to make Sega, like, the mom friend of the group, and it's like, no! We already have a mom, and her name is Vanilla. If you want a mom in the group, then mess with the Chaotix and have Vanilla become more prominent when it comes to the Chaotix. Like, there you go, in, like, Chaotix case files. There's your mom. Not Amy. Let's leave Amy out of this. A Japanese version of Amy and Crossworlds was better. I haven't played it in Japanese, so I should probably do that. The dialogue in Shadow Gens wasn't wholly Ian. It was Sonic Team that wrote it. Ian just changed some smaller things. The same was likely done in Crossworlds. I don't have any problem with Shadow Gens. Yeah, when it comes to the dialogue, I don't think I have any problems in Shadow Gens. I think Crossworlds is where it really does me in. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Alright. Talking to Wave about how she should be the mom of the Babylon Rogues is so... yeah. Yeah. Wave has never been the mom of the Babylon Rogues. I'm gonna be controversial here. Like Rouge and Sonic flirting in the latest IDW issue. What do you mean? What do you mean? Rouge flirts with everyone. Sonic flirts with everyone. Sonic accidentally flirts with everyone. That's kind of his whole thing. He's just so cool, and his aura is immaculate that everybody's like, oh my gosh, this guy's kind of hot. You know, so he just accidentally. Rouge is different because she flirts with everyone on purpose. Poor Espio. Poor Espio. She would just not give up. I kind of feel bad for the poor guy. It's like, he's just like, no, miss me with that. And she's like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, I'm pretty damn sure. Bro is probably just not into anything. And then she's like, okay. And then how everybody was joking on Twitter about how it was like gonna be Infinite disguised as Rouge. No, it was Rouge just doing it for the love of the game. Because of course. That's who she is. I think it's so funny though. I just realized there wasn't much of a shock when Vanilla finally got a voice in the case files. I mean, I was excited for Tango and Whisper too, but come on. On Twitter there was. I think a lot more people were excited for Gmroll though. That's how you say that, right? Because it's like Emerald and then it's Gmroll. I don't know. That issue where they flirt came last October. Oh, I haven't seen that one. He was flirting back on purpose. It just didn't feel like something Sonic would bother responding equally. I'd expect him to crack a joke, not legit flirt back. Yeah. Huh, I haven't seen that one, I don't think. So, I don't know. I haven't really kept up with IDW stuff recently. There's been a lot of big changes in my life, clearly. So, I have to plan a wedding. I'm excited for it, don't get me wrong. It's just like I need to figure out where it's gonna be. Who I'm going to pay, how much money I need. I don't know, we'll see. So I haven't really been keeping up with that stuff right now, but I will get on to that soon. Oh, hello, Hamilton. There's Emerald and... Is it Emerald and Gemroll? Or is it Gmroll? Because I've heard Cream say it as Gmroll sometimes. Shadow was actually kind of funny in that comic, though, so that's good. When Shadow has a little bit of humor and some sass, that's when he's good. I haven't kept up much either. I look forward to reading about Sage and Belle, though. Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Congrats, thank you. What here? I like it. It's green. It's my, Master Emerald. I'm wearing the Master Emerald, part of the Master Emerald on my finger. Because of course. But yeah. So now I have a stream up and going, so that's good. And then I will play through the games and we will see how it goes. Just warning you all, I'm probably gonna crash out a lot. I can't really keep my chill. I might crash out sometimes. If there's sections that are like Rage Bait Central. Oh, don't even get me started on Sonic Heroes. I have not completed Sonic Heroes. I played it a little bit. But on the fucking casino part, I don't know what it is. The fucking casino level. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? When you're like, I don't know what I was doing wrong. I just rage quit at some point. I probably should have looked up a tutorial on YouTube, but I couldn't. I kept falling off the fucking map. It's like you go. It's later in the stage, in the level where you're like rolling, and then you have to like jump from one thing onto the other, and for some reason I kept falling off the fucking map. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I don't know. I just gave up. I was like, I'm sick of this shit. I'm not gonna get past it. Which is a skill level problem, probably. I don't know. I'm a bona fide Heroes hater, so the whole game is rage me. That's oh my gosh. I think Sega's trying to correct Amy only having jokes in the mainline games for a long time, but they're overcorrecting because she's losing character traits she doesn't need to lose. Exactly. And I know I am a fan of the tarot cards, actually. I think the tarot cards are actually such a big part of Amy's character, but it doesn't need to replace everything else that has already been established. I do think the tarot cards can become something that is an ability, and it's like they could explain it somehow. I don't know. They could explain it. I wonder if she'll have her tarot cards in the movie. I wonder how people are going to feel about that. Ooh, wait a minute. Yeah, I just thought of that. How are people going to handle the fact that Amy would have her tarot cards in the movie? I don't know. Yeah, I actually like her tarot cards because they're a very important part to her character because that's how she found Sonic. So it's like they can use that if they want to, but where did the hammer go? You know, it's like they think they need to add one thing and then they're like, all right, take away the other thing. It's like, it doesn't have to be that black and white. We don't have to do that. I don't know. Unfortunate result of the game being half finished. Probably. Just make Amy Sonic Battle Amy over and over. Just make Amy Sonic Battle Amy. Oh, no. I don't. I haven't played Sonic Battle, but I don't think she's received very well in that game, is she? Yeah, she's not, right? Because she refers to Emerald as her kid. She's like the mom. I don't know. That was weird. I thought the tarot card and hammer motorcycle was fun. Yeah, no, I agree. I actually like that. The skill tree thing is actually cool to me. It's like one of my guilty pleasures. I actually really like that in Sonic Frontiers. And Amy's gameplay in Frontiers, Final Horizon, is like so nice. Because it reminded me a little bit of like her gameplay in SA1 where she's bouncy with the hammer and like the tarot cards added on to that. So it can sync well. They can have the hammer and the tarot cards sync together. It's like they're like, all right, let's go full out on this thing and then just replace the other thing. And it's like, why though? Why? That doesn't really make any sense. Whatever. What do I know? At the end of the day, I'm just a shadow simp. Maybe I don't know anything. I'm just kidding. I know a lot about Amy. I'm not gonna lie, watching Sonic Team in real time throw shit at the wall and pull their hair out, trying to figure out what the fuck to do with stories and gameplay is my favorite. Yeah, that's true. That is kind of true. They're trying to fix it. And you know what? I really respect them for that because Sonic has made a huge comeback and I'm very happy about that. Like, of course, I don't like the movies as much as, like, the games. Duh. Because I grew up with the games. That's my preferred form of media for Sonic. But the movies are nice, and I enjoy them when they come out. So it's like, it's like, 2 cakes. Yum, yum. Very good. I'm not gonna... Oh, already read that. Sonic Battle implied Amy to have an eating disorder, which was normal for the time, but did not age well at all. Yeah, that's sad. That sucks. Russian Battle Amy is very flanderized for comedic purposes. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I've seen some stuff about Sonic Battle. That's another game I need to play. But I do like, how they explore Shadow's character a bit more in Sonic Battle, though. I think I talked about that a little bit in... Oh my gosh, yes. No, I talked about that a little bit in, like, my video for Gerald Robotnik's journal. And I went to depth on that video. Like, I really liked, reading the journal and, like, talking about the journal. Because it mentions something about, with, Emerald being a Gizoid and stuff, and then Gerald found Emerald and stuff like that. It talks about, like, Shadow, and there's a lot of shit, guys. Like, there's a lot of shit when it comes to Gerald. Like, in the journal, it talks about the Ifrit from Sonic Battle... Sorry. Sonic Rivals 2, and it's like... I don't know, something about heart, which can be seen as soul, and then it's like somehow like maybe Gerald copied and learned how to understand heart and soul and gave Shadow a soul, and that's why Shadow is different from the Bio Lizard. It like Maria copied Maria's soul. It's like really weird, but it's really interesting to like go into and like think about more. Because, like, Gerald was going insane, and it was because of, like, gun and shit. But there's, like, an argument to be said about him going insane because he learned about the Ifrit. And he learned about that shit. And the Ifrit has, like, mind control powers. So, I don't even know what the fuck the Ifrit is. And that's why that's another game. Those are other games I need to play. I need to play Sonic Rivals. Sonic Rivals 1 and 2. Because there is lore in there, and I just need to eat it. I need it right now. And then we're like, okay, sorry, I'm gonna go on a rant. I need to talk. This is why I need to make another video. I need to make another video. I think my next one will be about, like, my predictions of, like, what the story of Sonic Frontiers is gonna be. Because with Professor Victoria and, like, talk about, like, the Gaians and, like, the, is it the 5 or 4? 4 great civilizations in Sonic lore? The Echidnas, the Babylonians, the Gaians, and the Ancients. Okay, 4. Yeah. They're really delving into that shit. And then Professor Victoria is, like, fascinated with the Gaians and the Ancients. So it's like, all that shit is like, oh wait, no, is the Black Arms part of that too? I don't remember. I liked when Amy told Blaze something about friends and took to distracting Knuckles and Rush, but excess jealousy felt very odd. Yeah, well, I don't know. It's just kind of how Amy is in that game. Have you listened to the Metropolis Street Racer soundtrack? The Sonic R singer was in it. No, I haven't. If they took 10 years between games like Mario, I think they'd just make something bad but polished, or good but polished. They have a problem with coming up with ideas, not just time and budget. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I don't even know how that shit works. People talk about Amy failing the Bechdel? Is that how you say it? Bechdel test? Which is about constantly talking about romance and crushes. Yeah. I mean, maybe? But also, that's like... this is what I'm saying. I don't know how to explain it. It's like Sonic is such a big part of her character, and that's okay. But also, the reason why Sonic is such a big part of her character is because she has that intrinsic need and want for nature? Well, yeah, nature, but that intrinsic, like, want for adventure, too. So naturally, she just lines up with Sonic, and he means so much. He's her idol. You know? It's like you're... It's like everybody, maybe I don't really, no, I look up to my mom. So it's like everybody has that like one person that they look up to. I mean, so, like a celebrity crush, sometimes you can look up to that person, you know? So it's kind of like that, but also she's also her own person at the end of the day. Like she had her arc in SA1 where Sonic ignored the Flicky, and she was the one that helped the Flicky and helped the Flicky reunite with their family and release the Flicky from Gamma. So it's like, yeah, so she does her own thing, and then in SA2 she convinced Shadow to help Sonic save the world, and that's actually a bigger deal. That's a really big deal, actually. She literally was the one to pretty much redeem Shadow and help him get those memories back and fulfill his promise to Maria. And then I don't know. It's like, no, Amy's done a lot of shit. She's her own person. I don't know if I would technically say she would fail that test, actually. You really need to go into, like, more depth of, like, the stories that you're talking about. I mean, yeah, she's intrinsically tied to Sonic, but so is, like, Tails. And so is Knuckles. Like, I don't know. It's 5 great civilizations, with the 5th being the current one. Oh, okay. At the risk of being, I don't know how to say that word, and I probably should, pedantic? The Bechdel test was a joke somebody made about seeing if 1, there are 2 characters that are women, then 2, if they talk to each other about something other than a man. Oh, yes, I know what it is. It's just, yeah, I don't know. If you do like the Mario series, who is your favorite Mario character? Well, I don't personally like it as much, but my fiance really does. And we watched the new Galaxy movie, and I just have to say, they made Fox McCloud really hot. He's really hot in that movie. He's going on my Hear Me Out list. Okay, anyway. It would be... why can't I think of her name right now? Pauline. It would be Pauline. Because my fiance was playing Donkey Kong Bonanza for the longest time. And I don't know. I really like her in that game. She's like really cute. And then she sings her butt off. And I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah, that's my kind of girl. So yeah, it would probably be Pauline. And then like second would probably be Princess Peach. It is a joke, but it's a joke to point out how common it is. Yeah, and there is something to be said about that. There really is. Like, it's not completely just like a joke. It does make sense. Like, women in media, just for the longest time, it's just been just, oh, the crush character, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Transformers. Like, the live-action Transformers. Like, Megan Fox's character, I don't know. I probably need to, like, rewatch those movies, but it's like, what the fuck is she doing there other than being hot? I mean, like, slay girl, do your thing. Like, go ahead, like, get that check. But still, it's like, what does she do other than being hot? Maybe I'm speaking out my ass right now. Maybe I don't actually know. Maybe I probably need to watch that shit. But it's like, you probably remove her from the equation, everything would be, like, fine. It'd just be... What's his name? I know his name. I've heard he's an asshole. What's his name? I forget his name. It'd just be him and Bumblebee and all the other guys and the blah blah blah. I don't know. And Amy gets to be the leader of a team in Heroes. Yeah, exactly. And her whole, like, point of being a team in Heroes is to find Chocola, because they think that, because Metal disguised himself as Sonic, and then they're like, oh my gosh, Sonic has Chocola. And Amy isn't, like, quick to defend him. She's not like, oh, he would never capture Chocola. She's like, that's a little weird. And she's like, yeah, we will go get Chocolate Cream. Like, she's like, like, she makes it a game. Like, she's not serious. Like, she's like, oh, wow, got you, my darling Sonic. Now you have to marry me. She's not actually fucking serious. She's just joking. But also, she puts her foot down and she's like, all right, what's going on? What's going on with Chocola? Like, she's trying to find Chocola for Cream, because Chocola is important to Cream. And then Froggy too, I'm pretty sure, right? No, Sonic has Froggy and Chocolate, and she's like, alright, that's weird, let's go find Sonic. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's not just like, oh, let's find Sonic because I love Sonic. She's trying to help Big and Cream, too. Yeah. I will never forgive Chris Thorndike for talking to Shadow instead of Amy. Yeah, that was an interesting choice in Sonic X. Is Sonic X Amy a good portrayal? Because I haven't watched. I think they got her temper correct, right? Yes, I actually like Amy a lot in Sonic X. I do think a lot of people would say that it's a bit too dramatic, a bit too much, but I actually really like Amy in Sonic X, so I don't know. How do people feel about the Sonic is not a hero discourse? Valid. I feel like it's valid. He doesn't necessarily see himself as a hero, because he literally kills, like, straight up gods. So I guess it's like, I don't know. I guess it's like you have to, like, understand the definition of what a hero is. I mean, what? Oh my gosh. A person who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities. The meaning of hero is a mythological or legendary figure, often of divine descent, endowed with great strength or ability. So I guess with the definition, he is, but he doesn't see himself like that, I think. Is where people, like, that discussion ends up. They're like, does Sonic see himself as a hero, or does he not? And I don't think he does. He's just kind of a, like, oh, again, Black Knight, it's like, gotta do what I gotta do. He's just like, oh, this is fun. This is fun. Let me kill the god. Let's go. I don't know. It's an interesting discussion. I don't know. The marriage joke Amy made was a callback reference to SA2 when she broke Sonic out of prison. Yeah, exactly. And it's not like he's offended by it. He's like, ew, no. But then they move on. Like, he's not like saying, ew, Amy, you're such a fucking creepy stalker. Like, get away from me. Like, he's never like that. He's a boy. He's like, ugh, no. Because Sonic's not interested. He's not completely interested in the idea of romance. He's interested in the idea of adventure. So it's like, no. No, thank you. The post-credit scene for Sonic 3 is the most Amy hype I've felt in years, and I do not mind the badass I come from the future cloak at all. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think a lot of the Amy misunderstandings comes from Japanese writing, where her love for Sonic was exaggerated for humor, because one-sided crush that never gives up is a big meme cliche in Japan. Yes, exactly. I forget, there's like an archetype name for that, right? I'm pretty sure there is. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta answer a text. Hold on. Give me just a minute. Oh my goodness. There's so much happening in my life right now, which is okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. Alright. Sonic Freeriders, Amy and Sonic was the beginning of the end. Oh my gosh, don't even get me started on Freeriders. Don't even get me started. Shadow is so bad. Oh my gosh, his character's so bad in that game. It's so bad. It makes me just wanna... It's so bad. It pisses me off. I hope Amy has a big role in the next Sonic game. That would be really nice. It would be nice. I actually feel like Amy would thrive with her own game. And I've thought about that. It's like they could give her like a magical girl concept, and I think that would be cool. It's like, it would be kind of like some Sailor Moon kind of shit, where she has like a mythical creature guide. Like, hello. Like, it would be like a mythical creature guide, and she would have her like magical girl shit, and it would be really cool. I don't know. I don't know if they'll ever do it though. Silver doesn't see himself as a hero either, again, because of the wild killing people things. Yeah, I do know that. Silver is outright, like, a bit more hardcore about that stuff. To be honest, a lot of writing choices for the cast are questionable, because back then I don't think Sonic Team took the cast seriously consistently. Sometimes they made them dumb because they think it's funny. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sega would rather have Knuckles threaten his own life than have Sonic fake out harm him. Comparing Sonic and the Black Knight to actual Arthurian legend is interesting and reveals a lot. Yeah, Knuckles in Sonic and the Black Knight. Yeah, that yeah, and then Sonic, what does Sonic say? Like, Knuckles is like, oh my gosh, I gotta kill myself now. Like, my my honor, oh my gosh, it's been tainted. I'm so ass. I need to kill myself. And then Sonic's like, stop with all this drama. He's like, goodness, what's with all this drama? It's like, damn. It gives the same energy. It gives the same energy in, like, Shadow 05, where in, like, one of the routes you can take, like, you end up with Vector. I'm trying to find the computer room. You end up with Vector and Shadow in a cutscene, and then it's Black Doom, and, like, Black Doom is, like, sharing, like, the information with Shadow about why he was created and stuff, and then Shadow's like, I forget what he says, and he's like, I should have never been created. And then Vector's like, don't go there yet. He's like, don't kill yourself yet. He's like, wait. He's like, wait, give it a bit before you actually do that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's like that. Sometimes the dialogue can be so fucking funny. Free Rider sucks, I know, but sadly, it's like one of my guilty pleasure games, because I used to play that shit all the time as a kid. I don't even know how I completed that game. Don't even ask me. I kind of low-key want to play it again. I actually will put myself through that suffering. Killing people does not make you not a hero. If the world is in danger and it's the only option, it's not like Sonic is killing humans in the streets. Yeah, exactly. I mean, when I looked up the definition, it doesn't really mention anything about that, really. So, I don't know. It's like about where you think Sonic falls on the spectrum of that. I don't know. And if he sees himself as a hero, I think that's more of the discussion I was seeing on Twitter is like, oh, does Sonic see himself as a hero? No, I don't think so. I think he just sees himself as a guy who, yeah, what you see is what you get. Just a guy that loves adventure. That's how he sees himself. I think that's pretty much the summary. That's objectively bad writing, but goodness, I bet Sonic Team laughing so effing hard when they wrote that. Is it Gawain? What is it? I forget how to pronounce it. Yeah, exactly. Although I still love how in the Black Knight universe, Amy is technically Shadow's adopted mom, and Sonic's wife cheats on him with What? Amy is technically Shadow's adopted mom. The lady of the... I don't know what her name is again. Adopted mom. And Sonic's wife cheats on him with Shadow. That's what happens in the lore? That is so... Okay, that's so fucked. Sonic and Knuckles' dynamic in Black Knight is based off of Gawain and the Green Knight. Sonic mirrors the Green Knight so much. I don't know anything about that story. Yeah, and Silver had sacrificed all his wants and desires compared to Sonic. Like Silver, literally lost his best friend in his whole timeline many times. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, Silver. I really like Silver. I think him and Blaze is a good dynamic because I don't know. It's just like they were cooking with making them a duo in 06. But, It's just not enough fleshing out. Someone can tell me if I'm wrong, but has Amy and Shadow ever interacted again after SA2? Because I don't think they have. I'm trying to think. I think the only times they have interacted outside of that is side games, I think. I don't think they interact any other time because for, like, after that, after 06 and stuff, it's like Shadow didn't appear all that much. You remember that? We were in a Shadow drought for a long time during the meta era. They probably interact in Free Riders. Free Riders. And they also interact in the Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Just the little, like, visual story game, which is like one of the cutest interactions of Sonic characters ever. But I think it's pretty noticeable that Shadow has a soft spot for Amy. In Crossworlds, they have some dialogue too. They shit talk each other. Like, Amy shit talks Shadow, and then Shadow likes it, and then he shit talks Amy back. Oh, and also, I think, whichever, like, Sonic, is there Sonic All-Stars rating, and then Racing? Sonic All-Stars Racing, and then there's the Sega, I don't know the Sonic Team, I haven't played those ones either. I need to play those. Sonic Team Racing or something. It's not a cutscene, but Amy talks to him and Shadow the Hedgehog asks him to save Cream. That's true. That's a shame. I think Amy and Shadow would have a fun dynamic. They do, though. I actually really like Amy and Shadow. Together as like it would be cool to see them as a duo. I think the people that don't want Blaze to be related to Silver are just Blaze glazing. I'm sorry. Well, that's an opinion. No, but Blaze Glaze is literally like Blaze Glaze. Blaze Glaze is warranted though. Like, she's a really cool character. They should do more with her. It's almost like they don't want us writing paragraphs in a stream. Silver also has very big reactions to things. Smiles in my odd DHD headcanoning, but also due to the growing up in the torm. Yeah. Having to kill Iblis in Fireworld over and over again. Yeah. I do. A lot of people headcanon like Shadow as being autistic too or something. I remember the Shadow drought incredibly well. Made the year of Shadow that much better. Exactly. And he's like my favorite character. So, I don't know. The only difference between Sonic and the Green Knight is that Sonic didn't purposely miss Gawain's neck, but still gives the same speech about being more than your chivalry. Huh. I guess I don't know anything about that stuff. I need to read more books. I think what people want the most of all is to see either the Soul Dimension or Silver's future explored again. The Soul Dimension. The Soul Dimension needs explored. I don't understand why we haven't gotten on that. And I'm pretty sure that's due to, like, Sega, like, shit. Where they're like, no, we're not doing that. And I'm like, why? And then I see so many, like, concepts of, like, people that, like, have OCs or something, and they make, like, a rival for Blaze. They make a, like, anti-hero counterpart for Blaze. And I'm like, yeah, duh, because Sonic has his. So why can't Blaze have hers? You know? Which would be really cool. I mean, the potential's literally right there. It's like, oh, just make an ice cat. Make an ice, like, leopard or like jaguar or something. I don't fucking know. Like, do that. Ice snow leopard character. Oh my goodness, it's Blaze's like enemy in her timeline. I don't know. Timeline, sorry, dimension. It's like her enemy in the dimension and stuff. And like they don't explore like the pressures of like being a princess and like how Blaze got her powers. Or how like Blaze being born into royalty. Was she born into royalty? She was bullied in school, apparently. I don't know. And then she knows, like, ballet, right? It's like, I don't know. It's like there's a lot of potential for her, and then it's just like, oh, bye-bye. Bye-bye. It's like, why? And then I really like that one Knuckles and Blaze interaction and that one, anniversary comic in IDW. Because that's cool. Because Blaze is the guardian of the Soul Emeralds, and then, which are like her Chaos Emeralds of her dimension. She carries a lot on her plate. Like, she carries a lot of shit on her plate. Like, no wonder... That's what should have been explored in 06. Blaze and Silver carry a lot on their plate, and that's probably why they relate to each other so much. That's why they work so well together as a team. Because they understand that pressure. But they're like, we're not going to actually go into depth about that. Like, okay, thanks. Yeah. I can get why people want more of the Soul Dimension, but it's Sega's fault we don't. I think Sonic Rush Adventure bombing in Japan scared Sega away from that stuff. Oh, it bombed in Japan? That sucks. We need more Silver. He's been neglected for so long. Give my boy a moment to shine again. Exactly. Exactly. He has. It really sucks. But I wouldn't be surprised if we do get that. I wouldn't be surprised if Silver pops up. Silver and Blaze pop up at the end of the end credits for Sonic Movie 4. Like, I mean, I feel like it's obvious. It's gonna be like... gonna play Dreams of an Absolution. It's all burning. And then they're like standing on like top of like a hill and it's like fiery. I don't know. That would be cool. And I'm ready for it. I'm ready for Silver and Blaze to be on the end credits. It's always so funny having become involved with Sonic like 5 or 7 or so years before Frontiers because like Dua Pizza Boxes walking into the burning apartment complex. Yeah, exactly. No, I remember... I think I was like... When the meta era was going down... I think I was like... Maybe like 11, 12... 13 around that time. And yeah, I have a whole video on that, like my personal story with Sonic and stuff and like how that went down. But yeah, eventually I stopped keeping up with Sonic because I just wasn't happy with like how it was going because I loved it since I was a kid. And then something about it, I was just like, all right, what are we doing? What are we doing? What's going on? We need more rivals for other Sonic characters. Yeah, Amy needs her own. Knuckles needs his own. Actually, I take it back. If anybody needs their own rival, it should be Knuckles. Knuckles or Blaze. That's what I think. Miju, the biggest Sylva's fan ever, has been doing really in-depth analysis of Silver and Blaze on their channel. I did not know that. I think I've seen them on Twitter. Hot take, I do not care for the Soul Dimension. I feel you don't need another dimension when Sonic's world is plenty mysterious. Also, from what we've seen, Soul Dimension is basically the same as ours. Very interesting. That is an interesting hot take. I don't know. Maybe it's a matter of like not being able to trust Sega with actually doing it well. Because they already don't explore Sonic's world enough currently. So, yeah. I don't know. Would accept Silver and Blaze if it gets us the film version of Sonic 06 as a big finale to that film series. Well, they still need Rouge. I don't know if we necessarily get a, like, movie adaptation of, like, Sonic 06 until later. It would probably be the 6th movie. Because we would still need Rouge and Omega. So, yeah, I don't know. We could have had Infinite as a rival for Shadow, but they never do anything with that, so whatever, I guess. Although he's back now, so maybe they could. And I don't know if Infinite is going to be Shadow's rival, because my unpopular theory, I don't know if it's unpopular, really, I think a lot of people think so too, is that Black Doom is just going to be a reoccurring villain for Shadow. And I explained that in my Shadow Gens review video at the end of the video, if you would like to know. It's about, like... the theory of like the Black Arms or a mutated race of the ancients, and if Shadow appears in Sonic Frontiers 2, because in Shadow Gens he had Chaos Island as a stage, and a lot of people were like, oh, reuse assets, of course Sega's doing that. No, because there's a line in Shadow Gens where Shadow talks to Gerald, and he's like, oh, this is very interesting. Time is like not a construct here, and some things may appear from like the past and the present or the future, like places you haven't been before. And it's like, oh my gosh, they're setting it up. So in like Frontiers 2, Shadow explores the islands, and then it'll be like, why is he exploring the islands? Oh, probably because the Black Arms were a mutated race of the ancients, and so Shadow needs to understand that a bit more because Black Doom keeps coming back. He's a fucking parasite, and it would be cool to explore the aspect of like, as long as Shadow is alive, the Black Arms can keep reforming. You know, that would be cool. Anyway. So, yeah, that's what I think. I don't know what they're going to do with Infinite. We'll have to see. I genuinely don't think Sonic Team ever read the handheld stories, because infamously, they added Blaze 206 because she was popular without actually reading Rush. Really? Well, that's a little silly. Do you agree, disagree that straight up murdering the Jackal Squad was uncharacteristic for Shadow? I agree. Because what the fuck is he doing? I'm sorry. Shadow will kill people, but just a random fucking Jackal Squad? I don't know. That's fucking weird in my opinion. I don't think... It's like, what harm were they causing, though? I haven't read that comic. What was the harm they were causing? Did they just steal things from people? Like, I'm confused. Because it doesn't make sense, because if that's the case, he would have just killed Infinite. That's why I'm saying, with the writing during that era, it's so bad, because it's like, well, he would just kill Infinite then, right? Like, it's like they so badly want Shadow to be this... They so badly want Shadow to be this no-nonsense, I'll kill you on the fucking spot kind of guy, but then he can't commit for the sake of the story. So it's like, no, because at the end of the day, Shadow will kill someone, but he's not just killing anybody. It's like he's not... It's like if there was a child that got in his way, and he's like, you're in my way. You're in my way, so I'm gonna kill you. And then he just, like, punts the child, and the child dies. Like, no, that's not how Shadow is going to be. I don't know. It's just really odd. And then, what else? It's like, and then that meme about Shadow, like, hating Tails. And it's like, I don't know if he necessarily hates... I don't know. I don't even know if I approve of that characterization of Shadow beating up on Tails all the fucking time. Like, what the fuck did that little guy do to you? I don't know. Like, leave him alone. Leave the kid alone. What did he do to you? He didn't do shit. It's like, oh my gosh. They were hired by Eggman to be security. See, and that there's another plot hole. It's like, okay, so Shadow is willing to kill the Jackals, but a chance he gets to kill Eggman, and he doesn't take it. Because, like, who's the bad guy here? And this is the thing, we can't kill off Eggman. Eggman is the main villain. Like, they want Shadow so badly to be this, oh my gosh, I kill everybody in my way kind of guy, but you can't, I don't know. It doesn't really make much sense. He does hit Tails a lot. Yes, he does. And I don't know why they do this shit. Because, I don't know, it's really weird. It's like they can't decide on what they want his boundaries to be. Because in Shadow Gens, in those Dark Beginnings things, like that gun soldier that's in the fucking copter, he releases him. He doesn't let that guy get blown up. He releases him. He literally ejects him from the thing. He's like, all right, I'll spare you. So he spares the gun soldier, but I don't know. It's really weird. It's like, oh, the gun soldier was literally shooting at him. It's like, shouldn't he kill him too? I don't know. It's implied in the DLC, but they were just mostly doing Eggman's orders. Yeah, I don't know. That's like, I don't know. It's like, oh my gosh, yeah, so Shadow should just kill Metal Sonic then. But he's worked with Metal Sonic in Sonic Rivals 2? I don't know which one it is. I don't know. I'm gonna just say it. The only reason Shadow was enforced is because the franchise was underperforming, and even though they were still burned from Shadow of 5, they wanted to boost sales. Yeah, I have to agree. And especially with the way that they advertised the game. They were like, oh my gosh, look at all these villains coming back. Metal Sonic and Chaos and Shadow. And, oh my gosh, who's that weird, like, fox-looking guy? They're like, oh my gosh, here you go. Here's your villains. Shove it in your face. Give us money. It's like, okay, you silly goobers. You goofy goobers. Wrong place at the wrong time as for why Shadow attacks Tails a lot, according to the one answer in the Q&A vid from 2 years ago, I think. Well, you know what? I actually rather have that as an explanation. I don't know. Getting rid of Tails is just a tactically smart move. He can fly and is the easiest. Well, yes, that's also a good point. But then it's also the discussion of, like, I hate that Shadow. I don't like the characterization of Shadow having a fucking issue with Sonic all the fucking time. Like, my preferred dynamic of... and then Shadow would have no reason to beat up on Tails if he wasn't annoyed with Sonic all the time. That's why my preferred dynamic is, like, Sonic and Shadow in Sonic 06. Or even, like, Shadow 05 a little bit, where he gets annoyed with Sonic, but he's not like, I don't know how to explain it. He gets annoyed with Sonic, but he's willing to work with him and trust him sometimes, you know? So he has a respect for Sonic, and they both mutually have a respect. And it's like, I don't know, with that characterization, there's like no reason for Shadow to beat up on Tails half of the time. I don't know. And then in Sonic X, it's a little interesting too, especially with like Cosmo. And like, I don't know. I don't know what I think about that. Like, Shadow was willing to kill Cosmo, and she was a spy for the Metarex without her knowledge of it. And it just feels a little weird, because it's like being a weapon. Like, being a weapon, you didn't ask to be a weapon. And also, it's like, she lost memory of that. Shadow had amnesia that was literally... How do I explain it? Had forced amnesia from Gerald. So it's kind of like, wouldn't he sympathize with Cosmo a little bit? But then also, it's like, maybe not. Maybe since Shadow, like, has his memories back and shit, he's kind of like, well, I don't fucking care, actually. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like... I don't know. I guess Sonic doesn't hold grudges. Not really. I don't know. That's a good discussion. Not as much as Shadow, hell no. I hope we get a game or a short characterizing Silver one day. I always found him intriguing since Sonic 06, but I never really got what type of character Sega wanted him to be. And that's understandable. Shadow and Ian Flynn Archie Sonic is best Shadow in my opinion. There's a lot of people that like Archie Shadow. What if Black Doom turns good and Doom Eye becomes like Shadow's cute little floating sidekick? Sadly, that will never happen, but... Yeah, Black Doom is like a straight up alien. Like, he couldn't give two shits about the betterment of a different civilization. He already sacrifices his guys all the time. Hot take, I don't like Sonic X Shadow. He's too violent. Like how he was gonna leave Chris on the island when it was about to explode and had to be convinced by Rouge. Most overrated Shadow of all time. I do kind of agree with you. I have to agree. Sadly. And it's like, there's some things about like Sonic X Shadow that I do like, but I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. some of that characterization there. Shadow was the same with Emerald. I would love to see a comic arc where Shadow and Surge talk about the fact that they were both made in Sonic's image to like complete a part of Surge's arc. And I would like to see Sage with Shadow. Yeah, Sage, yeah, I know a lot of people talk about that too. They're like, okay, so we're like technically related, right? Like Sage and Shadow. I mean, Shadow kind of by like adoption. Well, no, hold on. No, because Shadow has some of Gerald's blood, right? He's got 2 dads, technically. Right? Right? Wait. Or is it just Black Doom? No, Gerald didn't use his blood, right? I don't think that's ever been confirmed. Am I making something up right now? No, no blood. Okay, I don't know where I heard that from then. I don't know. Thank you, Valentine's Day. You're welcome. Yeah. What was I gonna say? No, just Black Doom, right? Yeah, just Black Doom. Okay, so never mind. I take it back. So technically, like, Shadow is like the adopted son of Gerald. So I guess he's family by adoption. But then also Sage was like created. An AI daughter. So it's like, yeah, they're both creations of the Robotnik family. So yeah, like having discussions would be interesting. I don't know. Shadow has only Black Doom's DNA, not Gerald's. Okay, maybe that was like a headcanon that someone made that I saw. Shadow in Crossworld says he doesn't think Sage is family and that Sage should live a life separate from Eggman. Well, is he wrong? He's not wrong. He's literally not wrong. Not wrong at all. I mean, he's got a point. But she won't do that. Because that's her dad. It's also a discussion some people have about, like, should Eggman be a dad? I don't know. I don't even know. There's a moment in the comic, Treasure Team Tango, where he explains why he has a bike. But when asked why he painted it in his colors, he simply says, I really like that bike with that. Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that before. Yeah. Shadow and Crossworlds can be good, like with Sage, or atrocious, like with Charmy. Like their interactions. Metal Sonic Shadow and Sage are related by Robotnik family. Yeah, 06 Shadow is my favorite Shadow. Well, definitely. I think a lot of people agree that 06 Shadow is like the best Shadow. I think a lot of people do already agree with that. I want to know your opinions, but do you think we need more villains in Sonic than just Eggman? I know this Metal Sonic and Sage. But still, I think it could be more villains that challenge the heroes. Yeah, I do think so. I think we need more, like, women villains. And a lot of people are like, ooh, what if Professor Victoria was, like, secretly a villain? And I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, a lot of people really want women villains. I mean, who is it, like... Merlina? Is that her name? From... Black Knight, right? Yeah, Merlina, and like how at first she wasn't, but then, well, she was kind of like a hidden villain. Like, that's cool. That's a cool concept. She does get redeemed at the end, but... What? No, he's still created by Gerald. Being a donor doesn't mean the incubator isn't a dad. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just thought maybe, like, some of Gerald's DNA was in Shadow, but I don't think it's not. We got the Deadly Six as Sonic villains. Yeah, but you already know how people feel about those guys. I don't know, man. Zavok seems to just still be here, like a... And for some reason they have Zaz in Crossworlds. I'm like, I don't understand why they picked those two guys. I don't know, it's very odd. It's like Sega picks and chooses, like, which poorly received games and like the characters from those games that they want to use. They're like, oh, well, throw out Marine the raccoon, but let's bring back Zavok and Zaz. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck? It's like, okay, well, I guess fuck Marine, I guess. Jeez. Nobody likes the Deadly Six. They need to stop using them. They're not characters, just archetypes. You said it all. As much as people want the shadow treatment for other characters, let's face it, the only reason he got any focus from Sonic Team is profit. That is definitely part of it. Yeah, and it's like, just hoping and having faith that maybe they'll do that with the other ones, you know? Surge still has a chance to be a villain. It just depends how she reacts to learning all the time. She was a hero. It was Kit manufacturing them, making Surge a puppet. And I would prefer for them to keep Surge a villain. It's like, I know a lot of people that like Surge, they want her to be redeemed, but I'm like, can we stick to the cool, like, villain aspect of Surge? Like, I really like the premise of her being like, well, if I just kill both of them, the stupid-ass cycle that created me will stop. And I do like that concept, but it's so hard to, like, explore that in Sonic. Because the dynamic between Sonic and Eggman is like, okay, so why doesn't Sonic just kill Eggman? It's like, you have to... How do I explain it? You have to, like, what's the term? It's like you have to, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, why doesn't any hero just kill their main villain of their franchise? You know what I'm saying? It's like really hard to explore those dynamics. And then you have to attach a moral stance to Sonic the Hedgehog. And Sonic doesn't take moral stances. Do you get what I'm saying? That's not how Sonic's character really is. He just is a guy who loves adventure. If he has to kill a god because that seems like the right thing to do, he'll just do it. He's like the Jesus Christ of the universe. He's like this like fairy Peter Pan guy that just already understands what somebody needs to hear. And then he, by chance and fate, meets them and then he helps them, you know? So it's like, how do you explore that? Genuinely, how do you explore why isn't he killing Eggman? It's like, and then it's like, oh, well, it's because Sonic believes in freedom and everybody has the choice has the freedom of choice. And it's like, I think that only applies to IDW Sonic, though. I don't think that applies to, like, mainline Sonic. So then it's a discussion of, is that truly Sonic? And I understand why people talk about this stuff. Yeah, it's redundant and sometimes it gets annoying, but when you indulge in media like that, you kind of have to think about that, you know? It's like, I don't know, you don't really question that in the mainline Sonic games, because they don't really go into that. I don't know, that's a whole other discussion. I think Sonic works better as a side character. Really? Really? I guess Zavok is the best out of them, but that's not really competition. Also, he's still not really interesting in my opinion. I know. I don't really care for the Deadly Six at all. It's like Zavok is cool as a concept and on paper, but then it just kind of went, whoop. It's like, yeah. He had a similar speech in Rush to Blaze, but it was way more in character. He does? Like Sonic? I would have preferred Xena of the Deadly Six in Crossroads. I just want her to interact with the others and everyone be like, girl, bye. Yeah, literally. Technically, Cream kind of did that to her. But I don't get that. Sure, not every character has a fantastic backstory like Shadow, but some of them still have great ones, like Silver and Knuckles and even Blaze. Yeah, exactly. The only time I partially enjoyed Zavok was in IDW. Yeah, in the Bad Guys arc. Yeah, I really liked how he was in with Starline and stuff. Low-key, I like Starline. I think Starline is a cool character. And Starline gives me... I think why I like it is because Starline gives me Archie energy. Like, that's a character that would pop up in Archie. It's like, oh my gosh, an Eggman fanboy. Who's, like, really smart and could actually compete to a certain extent. But then his overdoing and his overconfidence caused him to literally be killed by the guy that he idolized. Like, that's really cool. That's raw. That's raw as hell. That's sick as hell. I actually really like that. But they're saying Starline probably isn't dead, so I don't know. I think that's really cool. He's kind of just like Sonic's Bowser, except worse. Never mind. I take that back. Zavok sucks. Oh my gosh, I know. It's like, I don't know. It's like Sega's trying to force you to like Zavok so much, and then you're like, alright, fine. Maybe I'll give the dude a chance. And then you give him a chance, and then you're like, okay, why am I even giving this dude a chance? Like, do I have to? I don't want to. But they keep shoving him into shit. Like, oh my gosh, here he is in Crossworlds. It's like, okay. And then Zaz is also in Crossworlds. It's like, okay, now you're just overdoing it, guys. What are we doing? It's like, please give us a break. It's like, they give us Zaz and Zavok, but then no Sticks. Nah, fuck Sticks. And also, like, no Marine. But, yes, Zavok and Zaz. Okay. That's why that's another reason why we need more, like, villain characters. Because they're like, need a villain character? Here's Zavok. It's like, oh my gosh. Kill me now. Hey, Zavok would canonically hate AI art giving him that. He would? Why do you say that? Sega putting like 5 seconds of thought into their stories, watching the whole fandom deep dive for hours, be like, yeah, it's like, I feel like I overdo it sometimes, but you know what? I don't care. Because it makes me happy talking about it. It still makes me laugh that they put Egg Pawn in Crossroads. Yeah, literally. I don't know. I guess so. It's like generic Eggman model number 3. Just shove them in there. Just go ahead. I do like that the Babylon Rogues are there, though. And, that does make me feel better. But it also makes me a bit too hopeful, because I'm like, ooh, are we going to explore the Babylonians again? And then, no. No. Like, they probably aren't going to. I like Starline too. Also, Eggman can throw hands. Yeah, Eggman can be really fucking scary in the IDW. And that's what that's the thing that I will compliment IDW Comics on. He's fucking terrifying. I like when Eggman is scary. And because he just chills in his little, like, egg-mobile flying things. And then it's like when he stands up, he's like, tall, he's huge, and then he's strong. Like, he just grabs these characters and just literally bam, like, knocks the shit out of them when he really wants to. It's like, damn, Eggman, how much do you lift? Nah, I'm an Egg Pawn glazer. You know what? I respect it. I respect it, man. You do you. I just want to see Metal Sonic have an imposing appearance again, like in Heroes and Iconic. Exactly! That's what I want too. And I made a whole video about that. It's like, make Metal Sonic be scary again. Let's do that. That would be cool. I really thought Egg Pawn was some kind of secret they had to do something with to unlock Metal Sonic interactions with voice. Man, was I dissatisfied. I know. Styx, I feel like, has been exiled to the pit of never use again characters because made in the US along with Sally Acorn and the Frida. I know, and that makes me sad. But she has... No, wait, no. I think Styx was supposed to be in, like, this one Christmas art thing, and then it ended up being Blaze instead. It makes me sad, and I like Styx, so I don't know. The older I get, I identify with Styx and her conspiracy theories. Which is a little sad. She's a fuck the government kind of girl, and I like that. You know what? I respect it. And there were people like on Twitter talking about how Styx would be a conservative, and I'm like, did you guys even watch the show? I'm like, are you kidding me? Yeah, because every conspiracy theorist is conservative. Like, okay. I love Jet in Crossworlds. He trash talks everyone, love it. Even his own team also love Jet's voice. Yeah, Jet is a fun character. I like Jet. Wasn't Styx mentioned in Frontiers by Amy, so I guess she's not. Oh, you are so right. You are so right. It's like near the end of the game, right? And they're like, and she's like, oh, let's like take a vacation and see if like make a road trip out of it. Like Cream and Styx could come with her. Like she's gonna go around the world and share her love with the world, I guess. Yeah, no, I think she did mention that. Styx was only in Frontiers because Ian knew the game director likes her, and he hoped that would lead her to be in more stuff. He was wrong. Well, that fucking sucks. Well, that fucking sucks. That's so not fair. I respect him. You know what? I respect Ian for that. He's like, all right, fuck it, I'll just do it. And then he takes a risk, and then he's like, all right, the ball's in your court, Sega. What are you gonna do? And they're like, nothing. It's like, okay. All right, thanks a lot. I find it weird how many franchises not from Sega are in Crossroads. Like, why don't we have Jet Set Radio or Jet Set Radio Gear? Good point. I don't know. It's like, I used to play Sega Superstars Tennis all the time when I was younger. So they had, like, all the, like, Sega characters in there. And, I don't know. It's like they could, like Space Channel 5, they could add Ooh La La or something. That would be cool, too. I don't know if they... I don't know. I think they're, like, adding Sega characters that haven't been added to games like that. In, like, past ones. So, I don't know. I think it's only a matter of time for Tangle and Whisper to be in a Sonic game. That could just be me getting hopeful, but it turns out to be true. I'm so excited. I think they might. I think it's looking pretty promising that they probably will be eventually. Even a side mission with Tangle and Whisper would make me happy. Agreed. I agree. I think Sega needs a story that actually is a banger first before they start using all of the gazillion Okay, good point. See, it's like I talk about this stuff and it's like, oh my gosh, they could have so many cool things and blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, well, they do need to have another good mainline game. They need to have another good mainline game with a few characters to be like, all right, this is working out. Let's actually go full out now. I think they're really worried about just, like, getting bit in the butt again. It's like, oh, we went full out this one time, and it literally almost made Sonic die. So, I don't know. I guess they're just worried about that. I don't know. Knuckles saying Super Knuckles in Frontiers was a hassle, where Ian had to pitch that as Knuckles saying a hypothetical joke, since Sega doesn't want super forms that don't have alliteration. Really? They don't? So what would, like, okay, so what would, like, a, Super Knuckles form be called then? Like, what would that be called? Maybe for, like, Amy, it would be, like, Ambient Amy? I don't know. I always liked the concept of, like, Rose Gold Amy, but they wouldn't do that. Well, no, that would work. Like, Rose Gold, Amy Rose. Rose Gold Amy. That would be cool. I don't know. They have some very interesting rules. I don't know. Sammy got Sega on a leash. Yeah, we need Titan Tails in the next Sonic game. Titan Tails! That's crazy. Be honest, how do you think the year of Sonic has been going? I'm kind of mixed on it. We need more. I mean, it's like... we're already in the month of May. So, I mean, in June, we'll be like halfway through the year, technically, right? Yes. We will be halfway through the year in June. So it's like, I'm a little, because if they start actually like popping off, they announce stuff in June, there's like a Sonic Central, and then they start popping off at the end half of the year, I'm gonna be a little disappointed because I'm gonna be like, what were we doing for the first half of the year? I mean, it's like, yeah, like the Chaotix case files and stuff, and I guess like new Crossworlds content, but I don't know. I guess I was hoping for something else. I don't know what that would entail, but I don't know. And then the DC stuff is still kind of overlapping with that crossover. But I don't know. I guess I was hoping for something else. Like something like the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Like another like visual game. That would have been cool. That would have held me over for this many months. But I kind of feel like it's been a little like, you know what I'm saying? It's not confirmed, but it's my theory as to why only the super forms that have alliteration are the canon ones. Oh, I get what you're saying. Knoxville Knuckles. Why the fuck did Trip get a super form which turned her into a dragon, but Tails, Knuckles, and Amy can't have normal super forms? Very good point. Trip does break that mold, but it's weird because it's a dragon called Super Mode Trio, which feels too wordy. I don't even know. I don't know. I haven't played that game. What was that game called again? What was that game called again? See, it's like everybody just kind of like breezed past that game. What was it called again? Sonic Superstars. Duh. Sonic Superstars. Yes. Yeah, it's like, I forgot what that game was called. No, I liked Trip. I liked the idea of Trip. I love the idea of Amy Rose being Rose Gold in a super form, but after seeing Shadow rocking that in the third movie, I'm not sure. Yeah, I hear you. I agree they could be doing much more. The case files were fun, but for Sonic's 35th anniversary, I would expect a little bit more. And I also agree with that. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I would have liked like a murder of Sonic the Hedgehog thing. Like another like visual storytelling game. It would be, if they do come out with one, like after June, I'm hoping for a Sonic Central, but like nothing has been confirmed. And I wonder when they'll say something. Like, will they say something near the end of May? I don't know. We can only hope. It'd be a little silly if they didn't have a Sonic Central on the 35th anniversary of Sonic. I'm putting my hope into that. They will. I don't know. The anniversary game is definitely next year, and I think that's good. Rather an anniversary be late than rush like 06. Well, yeah, that's true. I will always hate the inclusion of the Deadly Six in games when Marines, Dick, Sally, Mighty, Ray, and the Freedom Fighters, the Hooligans, and other actually like characters get left out. And I agree. Trip was super cute in Sonic Superstars, but that dragon form is not a good design. I have to agree, actually. I actually have to agree with you. Only male hedgehogs and apparently Trip can only have a super form on the North Star Islands. Really? Well, I don't know why they do that. Amy deserves a super form at this point, in my opinion. I completely agree. I really want another Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog or something similar like that. That game was so much fun and no joke. I would generally rank it high on the tier list. Oh, of course, because people like the characters. They like to see these characters interact. They like to see these new dynamics. Like, I don't know how, like, people talked about, like, Shadow and Amy's, like, part in the game for, like, I don't know how many months. Everybody was obsessed with that. It's like, feed the shippers. Just do it. It'll be okay. They'll be fine. They gotta say something for June because that's officially Sonic's birthday. Exactly. And I think most likely they have to, right? Oh, and then people are predicting that what's going on Twitter right now with the Sonic account. I don't know if all of you guys are on Twitter. Don't go on there, actually, but I advise you not to actually go on Twitter. even though I am. But what they're doing is they're like, oh, throwback to like the 2010s, and they had like Sonic's account like have the 2010s like stuff going on. They had like a banner of like the 2010s game, and then, you know, a render of Sonic's model from the 2010s, and then they had it for the 2000s, and now they're doing the 90s currently. And so people are like, oh my gosh, what if they're doing a build up to be like, and for the next era of Sonic, and then they have like a new Sonic model, you know? So everybody's like, oh my gosh, they're building it up so they can like release like the new Sonic model, and then it'll go crazy. And that would be nice if they like revealed the new Sonic model before a Sonic Central. That would be brilliant. But then also a lot of people are like, don't get your hopes up, because they might just like repost the like 35th anniversary render photo. And I'm like, that stinks. Because why wouldn't they? I don't know. We kind of need a different look, in my opinion. I mean, Star Fox, for what it's worth, at least he got a new model. Even though it looks like cursed, like, I don't even know. Oh my gosh. They got Frontiers 2 having been in production since Frontiers 1 ended as like a fever dream. Yeah, exactly. It's been a lot better than other franchises, but it is lacking in volume, as it were. Like, there is stuff. They've been doing the going through every decade thing, but that's been really quiet. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I felt like there needed to be something else earlier this year. And I don't know, because it also seems like Sega pulls out of stuff last minute. Because people are talking about how there was going to be a Sonic and Fortnite collab, and it was never confirmed, but it was like hinted at a lot. And then that like weird, I saw on Twitter, that like pet that like twists its tails to fly, the like corgi or fox or something. And then people are like, oh shit, so Sega pulled out last minute on the collab. And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe? If they did, that's like fucked. Like, that's a little silly if they did. I don't know. Anyway. The Chaotix case files to Sega is the same thing as the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. They categorize it as the social media team project. Oh, okay. I see. If they have good writing for the Deadly Six, I'm pretty sure people would like the Deadly Six. Probably. What do you think of Kristen Bell as Amy? I think she was a great casting choice, and I'm really excited to hear her as Amy. I approve of that. I didn't even think of her as an option, to be honest, but I think that's actually brilliant. I really wanted Kamiko Glenn, but I think this is like a really good alternative too. And I know a lot of people wanted, what's her name? Anna Kendrick to do Amy. But she's already on the Trolls movies. Like, I don't think she would have been able to do that. Whatever, like, contract she had or something. So, I don't know. I think there was a Fortnite Sonic collab, but only card decals. Really? Only card decals? So dumb. I think it was canceled due to people leaking it. It's happened with different collabs. Seriously? If that's true, that is so fucked. That is, like, genuinely so fucked up. I can't even. There was that one Sonic reel where Sonic played D&D. What Sega actually collabs with them? That would be cool. I would actually really like that. That would be cool. Because they've had a... Sonic has a Magic the Gathering deck. So that's cool. A new Sonic model with the old world design. You can have that back. Because I don't want to wait 8 years for all the approvals for 12 different Sonic characters. Wait, what do you mean by that? Leaks are a #1 way to get a collab canceled since both companies lose trust in the security of the other with their IP. Well, that fucking sucks. That's so messed up. This is why we can't have nice things. This is genuinely why we can't have nice things. The designs of the Deadly Six need to be changed before I could like them. They just don't look right next to Sonic. Yeah, like, Zavlik has a very interesting mouth. Like, it's like a black mouth, but it's like, he's got that, like, red crown teeth thing, like, right here. It's, like, very interesting. Like, hold on 1 second. Let me show you guys. Yeah, like, he has his mouth right here, and then the teeth, like, cover it. Is there, like, a photo of him? Damn, he's like roided up in that photo. In that art. Yeah, you guys get what I'm saying. I'm afraid to scroll down, so we are not scrolling down. So yeah, I forget my hotkeys. That's annoying. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. The Deadly Six sure are cartoon characters. Yeah, I know. They really are. The Star Fox remake, I swear it's mostly fine and consistent with past iterations, but they tend to be rather boxy and it hits Slippy the hardest. I don't know. I guess I don't like the hyper-realistic look of, like, Fox. I guess I'm a little confused. I don't know. He looks so good in the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Like, it's like, I don't know. He's hot. They made him hot. They didn't have to make him hot. They always do that with the Fox characters in, like, media like that. They're like, oh my gosh. And for my next trick, I will make the Fox character furry bait. It's like, okay. I guess so. Sure. I really do wish Sega can release a Sonic Advance collection. That would be nice. That would be really nice if they did that. I don't know why they haven't already done that. I actually would really like that. But I guess not. I need to see a world where the Deadly Six are the Deadly Sins. Make Zom Mom's mom be lust and keep her off screen if that's what it takes for that. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Just another... That is so silly. I don't trust Sonic fans with that, though. They already can't handle vanilla. They already can't handle Rouge maturely. Like, what do we do? I don't know. They already, like... Oh my gosh. The things that they do with Blaze, like, in fan art. I'm like... That girl is not built like that. How did we get to this point? I don't even know. If it's baiting you, there's something there with you. Hey, maybe there is. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm not... It's like, I'm not a furry. I don't indulge in the culture. I don't want to wear a fursuit. I don't care to have a fursona. But you have to admit that some of these anthropomorphized characters are hot, okay? Just objectively. I don't know. Can you be a furry without indulging in the culture? I don't think you can. Is somebody considered a furry just because they have crushes on anthropomorphized characters? I mean, I have fictional crushes that are human too. I don't know. Here I am trying to rationalize it. I'm like, I'm not a furry, I'm not a furry. I don't know. I'll accept it. Yes? I could be considered one still, even though I don't, like, participate in the culture? Isn't there an official bio which states Blaze is self-conscious on the size of her chest? Yes! In 06. It's, like, so... in the 06, like, it's so weird. Smile is nodding, but also the core of being a furry is liking anthro animals and wanting to be called one. Yeah, well, I don't want to be called one. You know, I think, I don't know, I'm content with, I don't know, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't really want a fursona. Nah, that's fine. But some of these characters are hot. Yeah, no, you don't need to have or want a fursuit to be a furry. Oh, there is no furry culture. There isn't? What do you mean? Who is your favorite Star Fox character? Is it Fox? Probably. I don't know. I don't really. I haven't played a lot of the Star Fox games. There was one I played on the GameCube when I was younger, and I forget what it's called. But, yeah. I think I liked Crystal when I was younger, just because she was a girl. But I don't know. I don't know. Hey, if that makes me a furry, then whatever. I don't really care. I don't really care. It's not officially in 06, but in leaked 06 documents, remember that game script leaked about several months before the game came out? Oh, okay. It's not like in, like, a manual or something. Yeah, it's documents. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's so... I don't know why they thought to add that. They're so silly about these characters sometimes. I don't know. Like, oh my goodness, like Shadow likes to eat raw coffee beans. Okay. Who am I to judge Shadow the fucking Hedgehog? Why would I question him? I want to marry him. In another life. We'll see. Anyway, yeah. So, I'm gonna have to get Origins so I can stream CD. And, that's gonna be fun. I'll have to make a list of the games that I haven't played, and then I'll have to hold, after I'm done with CD, I'll have to hold another vote to see, like, what the next game is going to be. Because I have to figure out what games I haven't played. There's a lot of Sonic games, so I'm gonna have to do that. Specifically with a spoon, too. Wait, what? What are you talking about? 06 Manual is weird. I think it claimed that Rouge was in a love triangle with Shadow and Knuckles. Silver and Blaze are like a sister and brother, not explaining how they... Yes! No! I think I remember that. I do not see them as sister and brother at all. I don't think I've ever, like, interpreted that as how their relationship seems. So that's interesting. I think they, yeah, I guess, okay, I guess in a way they would just let anybody write anything. They were like, all right, we need some, like, character descriptions. We don't care, just put whatever you think. And they were like, oh, okay, we'll do that. Blaze is insecure about her cup size. It's like, what? Who said that? Who said that? Why are we talking about that right now? 06, I believe, was written by a person that primarily did romance novels before that. Yeah, it was written by a woman, right? Yeah, would you ever try to play obscure 90s Sonic games? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I was talking about Shadow Coffee. Oh, I was like, with a spoon. Who are we talking? Yeah, no, he likes to eat the coffee beans like cereal. Yeah. I do not vibe with Silver and Blaze being sibling coded. I do not either. I don't even vibe with people that say Rouge and Shadow are sibling coded. Like, the only characters that appear to be sibling coded are Knuckles, Tails, Sonic, and then Amy, Knuckles, and Tails, and Amy and Cream, definitely, and maybe like Blaze and Marine. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's like, it's okay. Some people can be friends. They don't have to have a brotherly sisterly dynamic all the time. They can just be considered platonic friends. It's okay. Or maybe they love each other. Maybe they do a little kissy kissy. You know? It's okay. It's not gonna hurt anybody. Sister and brother, yet they gave Silver the most romantic song about Blaze. Exactly! Literally, this is why I need to do song analysis videos, Sonic song analysis videos, because I indulge in that in my Silver and Blaze video, and I talk about how I think it's very romantic coded. Exactly. I don't know if you've seen that video, but it's like, I don't know how else I'm supposed to interpret it. I guess you can interpret it however way you want to, but it's just, you look at the lyrics and it's like, I don't know. The guy wrote it because he was freshly out of a relationship with his boyfriend. Oh, really? Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, I do know. It was like romance was one of the key things in Sonic 06. I mean, clearly, because with Sonic and Elise. So, yeah. I don't know. I guess it depends on if you think romance should be in Sonic the Hedgehog. I think a lot of people probably don't think so. Sylvaise is probably the biggest ship in the series that could be made canon due to how little they appear but how popular they are. That's true. It probably could be, but I feel like a lot of people would have a problem with it because a lot of people already have a problem with Blaze being tied to Silver so much. Because they want Blaze to be her own character, and she is. It's just Sega won't explore it. Probably if they explored it, or they made a Silver game and then they fleshed out Silver and Blaze's dynamic more, and if they had romantic undertones in that game, which I genuinely think would actually be really fucking cool, if they did that, I feel like people would accept it more. I don't even think we have, like, a canon couple in Sonic that aren't humans. You know? Like, I guess Vector and Vanilla, like, I guess maybe they're pretty much canon. I don't know. I mean, me personally, I'm of the opinion that Sonic and Amy are canonically pretty much in love with each other, but what do I know? Hot take, I'm not a big Sonaise shipper, but I would have found it interesting if Sonic still had amnesia from the Zombot arc and pursued a relationship with Blaze. That would be crazy. That would be actually crazy. I think romance is like dawn and night work, and you know, who doesn't love gay old men living happily? Yeah, that's fine. But it also does help that they're side characters too. It's like if they just randomly did that with like if they randomly did that with like Knuckles and Silver, I think everybody'd be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So they're side characters, so it works better. But I don't know. I really like Silver and Espio together, but I really am a Silver and Blaze defender. Like, probably till the day I die. I don't know. I have a, like, huge soft spot for them. Just that train conductor and his wife from Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, from what I can remember. Yeah. Yeah, it's, like, outright stated that, like, these characters are a couple. And they don't really have... Oh, sorry, somebody's cursing outside. Give Silver and Blaze an equal game to themselves rather than either being supporting characters for the other. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I think they fear that if they do a spin-off game for a character, like... They have it for Shadow. I mean, but it's Shadow. He's like one of their biggest money makers. I think maybe they're scared to do a spin-off game of a specific character other than Shadow and Sonic because they're like, well, we're not guaranteed he'll make money. And it's like, well, that's why you have to market these characters really well. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh my gosh, it's like Silver and Blaze get introduced at the end credits of Sonic Movie 4. Perfect opportunity to do a Silver game like they were discussing after Sonic 06. Everybody was like, oh my gosh, a Silver the Hedgehog game? That would be so cool. And I remember like going online and I would see like fake like fan-made like Silver game box art things. And I was like, wait, that's really cool. I don't even know much about this character, but I'm going to because it looks cool. It's like all Sega has to do is be like, this is a cool character. We really like this character, and we're going to make a game about them. And then build up that hype. And it's like, there you go. I mean, how are you supposed to try anything new then? I don't know. I need my girl Blaze in the 5th movie. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I imagine Sonic, Shadow, and Amy forming a polycule in the future and everyone being like, what the fuck, but why do I see that happening? I know a lot of people would prefer that. Silver X Espio became popular because their story in Rebels 2 unintentionally follows the stereotypical story beats of gay romance novels in Japan. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I think it's cute though. I guess bro's got a thing for the purple characters. Which, why not? I don't know. Yeah. I like purple characters. I know there was a ship that some people like came up with later after Shadow Gens came out of like Big and Shadow. And I was like, because of that one, because it's the one like cutscene where Shadow just gives Big a smile when Big's just doing big things and saying big things. And then Shadow just gives him a smile because Shadow probably finds Big endearing and everybody's like, oh yes, I love this. And I'm like, you know what? Respect. Very you know, I respect it. Yeah, if Silver and Blaze appear at the end of Sonic 4, that would probably be the best chance for Silver and Blaze to get a game, even if it's a smaller one. Yeah, exactly. I've had ideas for a cute silver fan game. I just like should make it real. It's been sitting in a dusty corner in my brain. Yeah, and I also have when it comes to like you know am I gonna get copyright struck for this? I don't know. Hold on. You know what's the song? Hold on, I'm trying to think of the song right now. From Sonic R. I think it's Living in the City. Oh. I think it is. Hold on. Oh my gosh. I can't even. Capitalism. Yeah, that, the start of this song. It sounds like Dreams of an Absolution. Like the start of Dreams of an Absolution. Sorry if it's too loud. I think my webcam froze. It did. It froze. Oh my gosh. Oh my guys. That is so funny. Okay, hold on. That is so funny. I'm just like sitting. I'm just sitting like a stupid person. Hold on. Let me fix this. This is so funny. Oh my gosh. Wait, no. Hold on. I don't know how to keep it on a screen. Hold on. I need to, like, edit it. And I don't know if it's going to let me do that. I might have to mess with it later. Okay, you know what? It's fine. I'll just play it, from here. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, so the start of Living in the City. I'm just sitting there menacingly. Ugh. Yeah, the start of Living in the City sounds like the start of, Dreams of an Absolution. Let me actually open it in a new tab. Hold on. Living in the city, you know you have to survive. Gotta keep that dream alive. It sounds like it. It's like similar. Like, it's different, but, you know, it's like the same premise, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It also has the same kind of, like, break when it's going into the first verse. And so I remember, like, figuring that out, and then, I put a post on Twitter and I said it would be really cool. Oh my goodness. It would be like really cool as like a silver game if they just all of a sudden like they mix those two things together. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like it would be a mix of hold on. This thing needs to be a mix of those two songs because they have like a similar like thing going on. Yeah, exactly. It's like it's a similar like motif going on. And it would be cool if they somehow incorporated like Living in the City. It's like if it's a silver game, it's like we're in the future, it's a ruined city, and then they do a kind of mix of Dreams of an Absolution and Living in the City. It's like living in the city. You know, you have to survive. It's like, oh my gosh, Silver has to live and survive in the ruined city. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know. They just like in the credits, they just did a remix of Living in the City and Dreams of an Absolution, and they changed up the lyrics a little. Like, that would be sick as hell. That would be like really cool. Dreams of an Absolution's main chorus sounds like Green Hill Zone, and so close that if the artist didn't say it wasn't intentional, people... Yeah, I've heard of that too. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, I think that would be cool. I need to do, like, videos of, like, Sonic song analysis things. Because that would be really cool. I think it'd be very cool, actually. I think this is what I need to lower. I think I was doing the wrong thing. I don't understand why individually it's... No, I think... I don't know. I'm a little silly, Billy. I don't know, guys. I'm still figuring out this whole thing. Like, I've used OBS before, but still. And so probably next time I stream, we will be playing Sonic CD, so that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be fun. Bum, 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 bum. I'm just ready for Sonic Frontiers 2, honestly. I don't know if everyone else is, but I am. I'm ready for Frontiers 2. And I'm ready for Shadow the Hedgehog to be in Frontiers 2. That is my theory. I think he's going to be in Frontiers 2. I probably will be working on my next video, and that will be talking about Frontiers 2 and what I think the story is going to be. I think it's very interesting that they released a Tikal figure recently for the 35th anniversary. That was cool, and I can't find her anywhere, so that pisses me off. I've been looking for her. It's very aggravating. I don't know. It would be nice if I could have a miracle from God himself and he would just let me have a Tikal figure. I go into the Targets and then she's not there and I'm like, who is buying these Sonic figures? Goodness. Sonic cannot be that, like... I don't know how to explain it. With scalpers, Sonic can't be that mainstream for scalpers, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I doubt it will be a direct sequel. Sega seems like they want the world building to carry over in each game, but no one story will get a sequel. Oh, okay. Then I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know what a Sonic Frontiers 2 would look like anyway. I don't know. They probably wouldn't revisit the islands. It would probably be something else, right? So I don't know. Yeah. Oh. I need to play Crossworlds a bit more, because I know Mega Man came out and stuff recently. Did somebody else come out after Mega Man? I think I might be really behind. I think I'm really behind. I don't know. Shadow Generations was basically Shadow the Hedgehog 2. Yeah, in a sense, yeah, it was. Do you have a friend in the UK? Ask them to check in Smith's for Tikal? I've seen them flood the shelves there. I don't have a friend in the UK. I don't really have any friends. My friend right now, my best friend is my fiance right now. I don't know. Would you be able to talk about Sonic and neurodiversity? Maybe. I could. Maybe. I do know that somebody already made a video about that, though. So, yeah. I don't know. I think I'll put it on my list. I think I have like a list right now of video ideas. You're from the UK? Hey, if you find me a Tikal figure, like genuinely, like you can go to my Twitter and just literally DM me and I'll probably ask to have it from you. I mean, I don't know how that would work. Like, you have to ship it to me, but I'll take it. I don't even care. I really want a Tikal figure. It's very annoying. I should have probably gone... When it first came out, I probably should have gone to Target immediately. But I didn't know. I didn't know, man. I didn't know that people would want to... Scalpers would want the Tikal figure so bad. Like, geez, oh my gosh, my bad. Goodness. My bad. I don't know when the next day will be when I will stream. I might be able to... Well, no. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, they are. Like, the thing that's... like, especially this year. With, like, the new Tikal figure. It's like, for some reason, that's, like, the thing for scalpers right now. Very, very annoying. And tomorrow is the night. I'm gonna be taking engagement photos. Sunday is Mother's Day. Yeah, we'll just have to see. Yeah. We'll have to see. I don't know when the next day I will stream will be. But next time I stream, we're starting Sonic CD. I'm really excited for that, actually. I don't know how that's gonna go. That's gonna be fun. I know there's like, yeah, you like the future and the past mechanics or something. Can somebody tell me like what the point of contention is for Sonic CD? And like why some people like it and some people don't? Like, does anybody know why that is? Because I would like to know. Hi, ahem. What? What? What are you saying ahem about? There's already a... Yeah, they already have a Chaos figure. I know they released another one alongside Tikal. I don't know if that one is Scalper Central. I do not know. It's hard to build speed, as well it's much more involved platforming. As a kid I loved it because it's Amy's debut, but that race terrified me. The race? Like, with metal? Sonic CD's level design is incredibly different from previous and later games, while still being a 2D platformer, as it's focused more on exploration than building speed. Oh, okay, I see. Well, that's interesting. Maybe I would like it. I don't know. I'll just have to try it. Just like with all the other games. Yeah, we'll see. Was it not well received when it came out? Because I don't know about that. It's a unique kind of classic game. Instead of focusing on zipping past levels, the level design encourages more exploration, especially when you were going for the robot generators in the past. Oh, and the Metal Sonic holograms in the past, too. Focusing on zipping past levels, the level design, especially when you're going for the... Metal Sonic holograms? And CD isn't that much fun to brute force and hold right without trying to get the time stone generators. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, so I see. I get it now. Think Marble Garden Zone from Sonic 1, but with a little less death pits for the general game design. Okay. What Sonic game are you going to play? Well, next stream I'm going to play Sonic CD. I'm playing now that I'm streaming now, I said for a while that I was going to play games that I haven't, like Sonic games I haven't touched before. So for the next stream, I'm going to play Sonic CD. And yeah, just warning y'all, I rage a lot. So if anything is rage inducing, that's gonna happen. So we will see. But I think it's gonna be fun. I don't see why not. Man, I am hungry. But I get pizza tonight, so let's go. To get a good future, you have two options. Either go to the past and destroy the robot generators, or get 50 rings and get the 7 time stones. I prefer the former, personally. Oh, so you have options. Oh, I didn't know that. Really serious flashing lights warning with multiple zones in CD. Oh, okay. I think I'll be okay. We'll see, though. I need a new phone so badly. My screen, guys. It's so bad. Oh my gosh! My fiance messaged me and when I was talking about Transformers with Megan Fox, because I couldn't think of the main actor's name, is fucking Shia LaBeouf. He's like, it's Shia LaBeouf, by the way. Well, fuck. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I knew that and I just couldn't think of it. That's so sad. Like Zone 2 is strobing patterns and flashing lights central. Oh my goodness. Okay, well. We'll see. I might have a migraine after playing Sonic CD. We'll just have to see. I feel you on the gamer rage. I'm the type of person who says a game is therapeutic and then proceeds to yell. Literally, okay, one of my guilty pleasure games and the one I play the most, honestly, is Marvel Rivals. And that game pisses me the fuck off. It pisses me off so badly, but I like it. And I actually like getting out some of my rage on the game. I get mad and I'm like, alright guys, I'm going to play Marvel Rivals. Because I like playing that game, and then I get so fucking mad. Wacky Workbench has those flashing lights too, if I remembered. Oh, okay. CD has beautifully done animation, but one scene doesn't make sense, since a stone is thrown from one direction, but hits something from the completely opposite. That is so silly. Okay. Yeah, I don't know much about CD, so this is gonna be fun, honestly. And a lot of people don't talk about it. I know that one guy made a big-ass video on it. That was like, I don't know how many hours, like 5 hours? Yes! I have to find that dude. I follow him on Twitter. And I remember there was one tweet that he made about it, and then somebody was being a dumbass bitch and they're like, no video needs to be 5 hours long. And then I quote retweeted that and I said something about I was like, yes it does. Let people talk about what they love. I was like, let people talk about what they love. And then that post got thousands of likes and I'm like, whoa guys, where the fuck did you guys come from? 5 hours on CD. Yeah, I forget his channel name. I need to look it up. Hold on. When is this CD live stream? Next time I stream, and I don't know when that's going to be, which is not very, exciting, I know. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me see if I can, it blew up. It's a very popular video. Sonic CD, the unsung masterpiece by Sparky's World. Sparky's World. It's 7 hours. Just kidding, not 5. It's 7. 7 hours and 46 minutes. Yes. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, Sparky's World. Yeah, somebody said it. Yes. Yeah, I know. Like, I don't know much about that game, but that guy clearly does. Yeah, he does. And then I guess what I was just seeing is Postra made a video about Sonic CD as well, so that's CD's biggest fan there, Nurse. Exactly. I respect it too. I think there's a limit for how long a video needs to be when it's a review. I ain't going to watch a 12-hour video on something that's only an hour long. Well, it's like, those videos are like videos that you like put on in the background when you're doing something. Like, sometimes when I'm, like, doing chores around the house, I will put on a YouTube video or something. Or if I'm like, I don't know, I watch videos all the time. So yeah, I guess if somebody was really committed to it, they would just be like, they'd watch a bit of it one day and then you watch the next the other day. Like, I don't know, that's kind of a guilty pleasure for me too. It's like, oh my gosh, this video, I didn't complete it. Let me get back to it. I have a bunch of shit in my watch later. So I don't know. But hey, the guy's video got a lot of traction. He clearly loves CD. I think there's a limit for... Oh, I already read that. I do plan on watching it because I love Sonic CD, but I need to find the time. Yeah, I think that's a lot of people struggle with, like, just YouTube in general. Like, watching videos and stuff. And that's why I want to make, like, some smaller videos on the side. Like, in between, like, my bigger release videos, which is hard because I have so many big release videos that are, like, long. It's, like, hard not to yap too much. It's, like, I want to get my complete thoughts across, but then it's, like, I just want to yap. I have, like, my thoughts, like, laid out. Like, before I do a video, I put down, like, key points about what I want to talk about. And it can be narrowed down a lot, but my dumbass loves to yap, catastrophically. So I'm like, oh, this video that I thought was going to be, like, 10 minutes is actually like 32 minutes. So it's like hard. I gotta narrow it down. It's probably my issue. But I think my next video about Frontiers 2's story will definitely be much shorter. It won't be that long. So, yeah. Okay, guys. It's been like 3 hours. I think I'm going to end it here. I need to fix that shit with my webcam being frozen. That's annoying. So, yeah, I guess technically I'd just take this stream as like a test stream for like the PC and stuff. And of course we yap all the time whenever we're on a stream. But we'll start playing some, like, Sonic games that I haven't played before. And then, I don't know that's gonna last a long time. I don't know what's gonna happen when I'm done with all the Sonic games I haven't played before. I don't know what we'll do. We'll do some silly stuff, I guess. I don't know. But it'll take a long time. I wouldn't even be surprised if it takes, like, a year. I don't even know. Okay. I think I'll end it here. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for coming. Thank you, guys. I feel like I'm seeing some, like, new people in here, so that's cool. That's really cool, actually. But yeah, I'm gonna try to make the streaming a bit more frequent. That was kind of the whole point. The streaming more frequent, and then now that I have a PC and and I don't have that stupid MacBook that, like, glitches when I edit videos, I think some videos should be pushed out a bit more too. I'm hoping that this channel grows a bit more. It's already pretty good, but I'm saying I hope it grows a bit more. I would like to... It would be nice if we hit, like, 9K by the end of the year. That would be, like, really nice. If we could hit, like, 9K. Like, I would like 10K, but we'll see how that goes. But if I can at least hit, like, 9K subscribers by the end of the year, I think I'd be really, really content. So we'll see. I'm going to try to make this a bit more consistent. So, yeah. Give us a heads up before the CD live stream. I'd like to watch it. Of course, I'm going to do that. Of course, I always give a warning. I'll have to post it on, I forgot to post that I was going live on the post on YouTube. That's frustrating, whatever. It's okay. I'll do that next time. Hope you have a good rest of your day or night. Thank you. It's like 8 o'clock here, so. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining and hanging out with me. I'll see you guys later, and then next time we will be playing Sonic CD. Okay. Alright, bye y'all. Bye.